more ni aboaboa no a yede eba the award winner Mr. Kwabena Mr. Joe Laka ono na be kura hye no kopem se dumienu ebebo abedwafo nyina aye ready medin ede Tony Montana ye hwensam a ekoso onkofo ekroso yen hyase enfenfree enrafre games a etimi eba so almighty Brazil omo etwa South Korea ekosho omo ekanum ema South Korea omo entimi anti match highlights na mo hwe our Kessben television so goes no e flow ye woto 20 Brazil and Ramama World Cup qualified a friendly game and omo boy ya omo Ebogumu by 5 goals to nothing. Now William Estavo Enwa, he was too hot. Sir South Korea for them ebetimi a handle no. On also Bamaden Etuntanami Vinicius Junior Shebi Rodrigo and so at the Baco at the Eso so Argentina and so Esha Kabakoma Puerto Rico among and so entimi ante Sakanafe Yanko Europe Enwa World Cup qualifiers matches outdoor 80 eba so Germany Esha 9 Luxembourg komo entimi anti Northern Ireland heading kun meka me no a Slovakia almost entimi anti Europe World Cup qualifiers no emu anya wurai na Kosovo and Slovenia ebo draw goalless Sweden and Shebi Switzerland omo ehye ekamienu na fe France ehye ekamiensa Azerbaijan omo entimi anti Iceland and Ukraine eboye Emma Ukraine ekwashe Iceland by 5 goals to nothing. Kazakhstan esha Liechtenstein Kanaya omo so entimi anti Belgium and North Macedonia ebo draw goalless way any matches outdoor etimi eba so our World Cup qualifiers Europe and then Bulgaria ebo Turkey, Spain and Georgia, Hungary ebo Armenia, Portugal, Asia Ireland, Norway ebe Israel, Estonia ebo Italy, Latvia and Andorra, Serbia ebo Albania na yenya El Salvador almost World Cup qualifiers CONCACAF no many Panama bebo United Arab Emirates omo any Oman enso ebehia Yembra Africa ebibrem enwa matches ni pi na etimi eba so ewo Africa na resource ni say ene koyeye South Sudan omo anhye bi Senegal ekoso omo makomako enum enwa goals ni eflow pa ema Senegal Omo just 1 win away. Now Omo qualify for the World Cup in Africa matches outdoor and so 8 eba so Senegal Omo equation 5 match highlights ni bi and I'm here our Kessben television so another yenya Sudan Omo any Mauritania ebo goalless draw Togo any Congo DR na boy Emma DR Congo equation kabako a Omo so entimi antesa ekano Lesotho Nigeria every near about 2 goals to 1 Rwanda etrefie ema Benin ne kwasham kabako a omo enso entimi anti Zimbabwe ene Bafana of South Africa match ne pai goalless obian ho a otimi eto atena o game eno enso etimi eba so Gabon ekwashe Gambia by 4 goals to nothing Ivory Coast etrashe Seychelles by 7 goals to nothing matches ahodo ekwaso enso eno ene ebi enso eba so na say and our fishes no esusiti na matches outdoor no enye easy cra e banada and na yebetwa ne ti e World Cup qualifiers so china so matches outdoor ebeba so e Africa and also enye fediagro na parents no some of them quite interesting especially Nigeria omo any Benin match na and no enso ebeba so some match no ehu because our group no bia enso ebetimi qualify eho enso enomo Africa ha Now, Odwani Chiremua, some of the matches Burkina Faso and Ethiopia, Sierra Leone, ebe boss Djibouti, Egypt, and Guinea Bissau, Ebeshia, Nafe, Yanya, Ghana, and the Comoros, or China, Nonum, non so na match no boss Mali, and Madagascar, Ebeshia, Chad, and Central African Republic, and Ebebo, way any games outdoor, Ebebaso. Ewo Africa, Wabra World Cup qualifiers no, emu enso aye Emu aye din yepa enra match highlights and some of the goals and I'm enjoy our Kessben television so na yeba the standings our Africa say ana esitie na Nigeria omo group no there aye quite open obia and so ebetimi qualify el honomo enti Africa ha reps ni bi ebi ma yi omo ho 4 countries there omo etimi qualify akase others no enso ebe mo den afia hwe say omo qualification no enso ebetimi abaso enye fediagro omo kronkron Ghana we are just a win away so china yenya win and now see a board draw yenso ya qualify for World Cup eno ebetimi abaso our Canada Mexico and the United States of America. Na yebe remu ewo bafana so ye enra South Africa national team no omo remu ewo stadium ho na mowura ewo soro pa se omo betimi ahye Zimbabwe na last game omo wini wo fie enra jama mo de call stadium no na no de mom yenko na enjoy South Africa bafana mo arrival. Bafana Muram Nicole Stadium. Then eventually, one more able goalless draw. One Zimbabwe, crucial game. South Africa, not destination. Almost in the almost 6. Now, so 2 games, no. Almost winning the now come qualify. Then so Enra. Almost the awo ama standness no aye o come table no so bearing Edikain. Almost 17 South Africa. Ewo 15 points. Nigeria 40. Rwanda 11. Lesotho 9. Zimbabwe 5 points. Now Hugo Bruce, Bafana manager, coach Nick Kasai said, "Dear, omo destiny and Shamun Sam and Yema, I who Pamumian Sama, Hugo Bruce, the Tuja."
Coach, please give us a summary of your thoughts after this match, and then we open up the floor for questions. Thank you.
Yeah, I think you understand that tonight it's a very sad night for us. We knew that the match would be tough and difficult, but even I think we had chances to score. We had the luck not with us today, certainly not the second half with the ball on the line and another one on the post. So we could have scored there, and then I'm sure we should have won the game. We played against a very motivated team who fighted for every meter, every ball. A little bit strange, but okay. That can happen, and that shows again that our relation between those two teams are tensed, certainly when they play against each other. Now, we don't have it in our own hands anymore.
Hugo Bruce, manager, Emma Bafana of South Africa, and yet in Kano. Now, when says Zimbabwe, South Africa, 20 time ball drawn, and a track so our standness, no so, our just 5 points into my Sanya, South Africa for a Garimu. Now, Takumo DC, and no super sport, or say still on South Africa qualify because Benin now or that first, no, or Nigeria be hope somebody to qualify. Enti obeshe Benin na South Africa last match omo enso ahye na omafa ho qualify Tekomo DC former player South Africa Okasai.
Is playing Benin. We need to really focus on ourselves. We need to do the business, and it is another opportunity as well to play well, to win the game, and look and maybe take solace in the fact that Nigeria wants to qualify. They'll go into that game trying to win. So if Nigeria wins, you don't want to find yourself again in a draw situation, not winning the game, and say to yourself, we could have actually done better. So for the fact that Nigeria wants to win, that gives us much confidence that then if Nigeria wins on the other side, if we win on our side, we qualify. But we have to win our game. And I guess, again, it comes back to that point where it's not in our hands now, but maybe not being in our hands might actually give us that type of motivation that we need to be able to win the game.
We continue with
the former player Bafana South Africa and in Kano. Yanko Nigeria and Ramotua Lesotho game across South Africa. Nigeria couldn't by 2 goals to an Eric Sekushel. Nigeria, coach. Also, you're so proud of the boys and Ramo fight TBR. Nigeria, Edim couldn't by 2 goals to an Eric Sekushel. Nigeria. Coach no ekasai na enyo no nkwan William Trust Ekona ono so aye capito Nigeria the Super Eagles so had be so nti ebetie William Trust Ekon and the manager Eric Sekushel.
It's the start of the qualifiers. No, we just wanted to focus on ourselves. There's still, it took some time to come out of the change room because there was some frustration because we all want to do better always. We have a team of guys that have winning mentality. They want to be winners. We want to be at the World Cup. We've said that now for the last 9 months. We have an opportunity still now for the game when we play in Uyo. And of course, playing against Benin, we know that we have to score a certain amount of goals, a certain mindset that we need to go in for. But it was always the case. We need to win the game and we have to win it convincingly. So it's going to be a big test again. But now I think the team is really ready because, we've been working under pressure now for such a long time. And we all know this is the final. So we work very hard to get there. And I think, like the coach said, I'm also very proud of the team. And we keep believing until the very end. And we'll speak again on Tuesday night.
But definitely, we need to have our fan behind us to make a lot of pressure on this team. Look, we are in Africa, so we need to put a lot of pressure on this guy. This is the World Cup qualifier, so this game starts when they put the feet.
Nigeria, the Super Eagles. Say, almost stand this now. I am Benin na Edikan. Emma Bafana of South Africa at a second Nigeria that third. So Nigeria hope say South Africa about draw. Now almost more goals are omom ebetimi a qualify. Now Nigeria back home. Some of the fans are entiman travel to South Africa no. And Nigeria ebi mo so e dey focus say can Nigeria your money ema yanka by now omom secure qualification. Nigeria fans ni be heading some and so edit to right after Enra omo win no.
As we win, hey, party go the.
We are very close to the ground.
I go. We gonna get it. We're going to the World Cup. We're going to the World Cup is us. I never saw it coming.
Oh my God! You know what happened in New York?
It's got a point. So for me, if we no do now, when we go do them, so at least as we help us, help yourself as well. Because you need to go to this World Cup. It will be a shame. It will be a terrible thing to do. Say we do World Cup back to back with this kind of squad where we get and we don't go to World Cup. It will be shameful. At the same time, credit to this boy we call Benjamin Frederick. I feel like that boy. Now, sometimes life just got to be like this.
It was contingency now. Frederick playing right back. Was it normal? It's not normal. Contingency. Did he play well? He was the best player on the pitch. Tommy. He was the best player on the pitch. Can you play another person against of him? No. He played what you gave him. And we said yesterday, all attack. That Frank Onyeka and the
Niger Super Eagles, fans ni bi and what see Kano. Now Enra Gabon, Ekodin couldn't by 4 goals to the prayer America Aubameyang. Aubameyang kwase 4 goals ni na Gabon. Okodi red card there. Now some we need 4 3 come group na Ivory Coast Erican 23 points. Gabon at that second with 22. Na Gabon Omorini na Ivory Coast Unia. Ivory Coast mom ebenya slots na qualify. Na Gabon ako playoff into still and the man say ma Gabon Aubameyang ekasai say Gabon ni abre so munya World Cup na amonso ebe qualify and no above focus.
A tough game. I think we had some difficulties to play the game a little bit in the first half. But yeah, I'm more than happy that we won tonight. I think it was the most important. We want to go to World Cup, and if you want to go to World Cup, you have to win games. So yeah, very happy.
America Francois Aubameyang and yɛte ne nka no na yɛnwura mu ɛwɔ Senegal the Teranga Lions ɛnom kɔ sɛ 5-0 ɛwɔ away Senegal ɛwɔ 21 points na ɔmo ɛda soro ɛwɔ mo group B DR Congo ɛda 6 number 19 so Senegal they are only away na ɔmo qualify ɛnra ɔmo kɔ sɛ South Sudan no goals no ɛne celebrations ni bi ɛna ɔhwɛ Koulibaly captain Sadio Mane and other players, Nicolas Jackson and what and Nigeria because on next game, Omo Fie, Omo Sha, Omo Etimi a qualify. Yanko Europe and Kylian Mbappe. Also 2 goals in the last 10 games for both club and then the country. Kylian Mbappe was goals a whole draw Eddie Ama France was goals out draw Eddie Ama Real Madrid gamer. Oh boy, last 10 games was goal against Azerbaijan Enra or your assist or share 1. against Villarreal. Oshe 3 against Karat Almaty. Oshe 1 against Atletico Madrid. 2 against Levante. 1 against Espanyol. 2 against Marseille. 1 goal against Sociedad. 1 goal against Iceland. 1 against Ukraine. Mbappe or form ye papa. Enra Oshe goal. Assist. Na match ne kosu na no. Woko prior and our signal technical team say one engine from the right angle before the game. Now or doubtful Mbappe and Eman in Sasso say yen changing into Enra right after the game and I'm excuse you now or back to Spain now fe Madrid medical team me assassinity Enra or free moment front to van e ba yape. The first touch no so ebeshe go Eman France edin kunme kamiensan Azerbaijan omo entimi ante Samuel Ntiti Wareta and before the game, Oshia, some of the playmates are now almost share the same dressing room of France. Enra, Mtiti, and the French players before the game, Omienko, Nehe Kakra. Someone in Titi and Chebia and I'll retire. Now, Enra that I'm anano. I'm wishing the Munyampa before France. I'm game against Azerbaijan. Omi enko ne him Titi kakra. France for anano. Now we say players me no me pra Dembele and Desire Doué. PSG omo players no Enra. Na omo so e wo Parc de Prince e ko here France and Azerbaijan game ti Dembele ti ha. Na Desire Doué and so eti ha omo pra. Omo mo bidie. Omo trom support behind the team. And Argentina, almost 1-0. America, name Leo Messi and Timmy Ambo, captain or camp in Tenra. On the family, Echo Stadium Hall, Messi and then Mano, and I'm over our Kessben television. Argentina twice so every by a goal to nothing. Game no question of Franco Massantuano, Econia, muscle strain. When you're injury, so also every camper or bar Spain, na Waba Madrid. Omobobo kunam de katim sweat me access no. Brazil, 5 goals omo share no. William Estavao, Chelsea darling born Chelsea nya player power no kwa born the when mu bo and on the 2 goals in the power match na pe and na Casemiro, Cassi. Ono see Brazil no share first goal. Or back with an abaso pass Chelsea omo ato quality player said yeah enjoy match highlight no Kessben television. So Carlo Ancelotti said in the players or come on Mati say when you now form a part of the preparation sir omo de ko for the next World Cup omo ko nyese omo ko participate keke Brazil a big nation kona omo kono omo ko akwaje World Cup no Brazil nya country a omo ko bomb tournament a omo so mo ko yomo best there be Brazil ko a na ehomotrim say omo ko akwaje Vinicius Junior Carlo Ancelotti abaso also are the best ever manager what fan nsem Okochino our club level says Okochino national team and not Vini and so as a goes me no sada mo he our Kessben television so nti Vini na airport Carlo Ancelotti abaso because Obaye and him ni goes no arise our Brazil national team omo games are omo airball na Enra Richarlison de Andrade and Shanion Min first na omo ye teammate our Tottenham team Enra son and Richarlison Brazil mo pound match na pe and our son call Richarlison wa omo so ekwa di komo kama because say so omo di party son ekwa America and Richarlison that should stay our Spurs yanto also enko Alexis McAllister ono a Liverpool player bomb Argentina also World Cup no almost some defending champions name some of the countries some your favorites are Spain, France, Argentina omo and 3 countries are omo betimi at the World Cup ontimi any Brazil from to Brazil for what do omo enso so Gennaro Gattuso Italy for born there also no crow and it's players no enyi omo ho last game omo share omo France so and na Italy national team no results omo pen omo sa and so team and can Gerard Piqué say na Neymar da Silva Junior na o deserve Ballon d'Or ontimi nkan yi na sen koje but clearly o he yes atwam na emu ba akudie na o sen ka Neymar da Silva Junior eje Ballon d'Or ne day na Neymar free Barca and hu sa de na ahwa ebeje go se am from so pa na Neymar ye so free Barcelona kwesina kan e ma Paris Saint-Germain sen ko stay o Barca ka Ballon d'Or no ka ban na kan nsa etimi akabi flying vets about Liverpool enko ye na so enran Germany share for before the game o me presentation Emma no last year on na fa Germany national team player of the year enti enran abaso body no and I present man na mo hwe our Kessben television so and Chelsea legends no omo banko fa kansie na omo ni Liverpool legends ana airball some of the Chelsea legends Oma Rival, and I'm over our Kessben television. So Richard, way, Ramirez Nasa Sano, time about my Chelsea, no. Now I am very lanky, tia. Now so now Richarlison, and I say Ramirez, Nimoye Duye Papa, Salomon Kalu, Richarlison, and I say Ramirez, Namoheno, our Kessben television. So Gary Cahill, John Terry, Claude Makelele, Owen Yano, Abidru Camp, and a match no air crossing to way, Chelsea, Omo Legends, Peter Check, and na omo training ye enra Kobam ahead of Liverpool and Chelsea omo legends no na omo training we captain John Terry and Gary Cahill ekasai mo bi entin sama former captains Emma Chelsea John Terry and Gary Cahill omo de tuja.
It's we're there to win and because they beat us, didn't they, last time? They beat us 2-0 at Anfield, so we're after revenge. We want to win and put on a good show for the supporters.
It's a good point because there's always an edge, isn't there? When it's Chelsea, when it's Liverpool, you're going to want to win this, aren't you?
Yeah, of course. But the team's done really well. To get the squad that they've got is unbelievable.
We former captains Emma Chelsea, JT, and Gary Cahill, and Yeti Omunkano, Copa name on the 5 all-time best players. Now, Orsini GOAT, Leo Messi. Second, Neymar. Third, Wayne Rooney. Fourth, Cristiano Ronaldo. Wemu, any players are. What choose one say, the top 5 players into OU 4. Sell them over our Kessben television. So Jack Wilshere and during team Basso. Jack Wilshere a former Arsenal player. Also during team mano as underdog. As a debiano or underrated. Ye money so Arsenal team no integra. Or one of them afuwe wa bo ejuma ye papa way and in sema Jack Wilshere also Eddie Etuja way eso ani ejina na yakofan krato every Dr. Amagashi aswe na yefewia the award winner said Joe Laka betenase na meja for erewremu ensem yeri Etuja Dr. Amagashi enkrato ya pomoden enkrato ne yakwakofa.
Hey, and the common kana Dr. Magashi so odi djuma pa ha o Dr. Aje Abasubodi bebre di firi framantam ade abepie asantemam wo se ahaban kasa wote fa woyade bia bra Dr. Amagashi ho na onte ne te emfama ho empadi force se wo yare na se wan fe wo se a obi enhu mobo yade ben e na etete wo yade ben na ni wudi asie bra Dr. Amagashi ho na onte yade no te emfama ho eye stroke diabetes hepatitis akwada ne kokobo apie anase oba moje etu no opa wo hepatitis B so oyade pa e na kidney problem o beto die na uhia anase die yade na etete wo akawahye ehia wangu tutumirika na bra Dr. Apostle Amagashi asuyeye na yade bedwane kra empanifo se yakote aduromra eno ane ahaban so yete no owuram Dr. Amagashi onfa ahaban ne enka okeke na emom no obompa ye kire otwede amponyankopɔ totrobosu kwa me basa yi adom se onfa adom ene ayaresa emra na wode ahaban ne kawa amunum ho ana ho ya wodene Dr. Amagashi so nim sunsumu niema obetrase ahwehwe wachi babia yade ne firi a ebaye na wode ahaban na kawa ma wate apo wo ye champion Dr. ni bia wode ahabandro anase wode nubra eye adwuma de se ebere ne so kese a Amagashi na wodwane betwa no efitete odumako abo ade na yede adom achede ema Dr. Amagashi ode adi dwuma abesi ne Amagashi wo ye champion Dr. keke fa wo yade ebra na wuduru hompo a yade no 40% kura timi yira ansa kura no wo doctor se wo enkrama mu a enha ho makuma se kura eno ane se obekọ Kasua prison junction ana wotakura de a apa 1 kjb government hospital Kumasi so bra magazine macro police house eho ana Dr. Amagashi asewo Techima so our Hansa brigade ana bogoso power line eho ana obehu Dr. Amagashi je number ye that friend doctor sesia e was 0547 044 307 ana 0544 580 936 ana 020 24 08 206 Freddy sesia na yade anku Dr. Oye kikim Dr. Oye bruta
everything trade be sine twedi ampon boss ro boss ase wa mo bibia biem ebo mu niema no bibi fufuro bia meka ho biem eno amu na suahunu nimde e kire de ye de enye ene de ye ena okutwa so mbeka agere tiedi ni ye pa ne fatu tiri eye Dr. Apostle Amagashi mi to nyankopon awie ye bremu wode nhahamane nubna esa yade me secret ni sorry
me catch you and say pick a number na go screen as keke na de freno na tutu anam akọ ne ho eni nansa me na me catch you wa yarsan eto betwa
me de me ma meeting bebre ko hospital bebre ye ko ba bia me ma me na me ni nua baba ko ye kura ni musi ye ko hospital bia kura ni musa wontimi nante nya hwe obi di adanse ye fa Dr. Amagashi ana o kire mazi maku ene bae tiade ma me bae kura no sa na Dr. Magashi hwɛ no first aduru a wɔde maa ya yɛkɔɛ within 3 days a wɔhyɛ ahyɛ no mu adu na afei de maame na wɔtumi kura dua ɛde nante ne mpagya ne biem nti me kasa yi saa bere de maame no MC na yɛni agye ahotɔ aba nti me di adanse sɛ Dr. Magashi obi biara bibi ha wo ni paduam biara de wo gide sɛ oba Dr. Magashi aso ya bibi abe kam
ansa mi magani ko na taka cikin wani magani sai wani ya gwada min wani doctor daga micro wenzo inda nazo doctor ya ce je yi lab na je na yi lab nazo ya bani magani so uku kenan so uku na gani wallahi na ji lafiya na lau doctor ya ce min kaman aji Halima ciwon nan ya bari kura yasa dan wana musulmi saboda Allah ba kariya bane
agona hodu ko kata madu agona mi dogbene mi agbododo ye mi la dodo na mi fie acho Dr. Magashi wo doda fa ye mi ko egbe mi la gbe do na mi didi be mi ana hodu ko no anya be fifie Dr. Magashi watikie aboto kata ko dem nyamo la kata atikama ko zamile ma na nya se Dr. Magashi onkokwa na ko be fibroid lo dubu diabetes lo sisi adolele gede nko gan yo lo dosi e o lo sisi yata mi jibe mi ana mi anya be mi o kata mi ho Dr. Magashi watike ko dem ne mi ano zaza ajebe ye pe ko nya nweto ye pe ko bodu ko kata mi ho dem yata na nya nya bavi yo nya nya bavi kwa Dr. Magashi watike ye nya nweto kami ko dem ta mi jibe mi ana mi anya be Dr. Magashi watike ye nya nweto apene mi
wa o sha ba mi de bae ino bulu keke na ya enia sese me wa papa ntinu nyina na de kwa na wa ye o pele nya botre ye tiele se we a critical issue ya ma papa me ko papa me di cooperation e tuna unu ba na gini ho awanwo me ko papa no operation group ma ba so me nyen sanka ho no beto ma be fama ade why anyway yes am me ko be funda ka no ton fen so prefo ne wo ye die o so me sa na ke fe ka no ano no ya wo tira ma me jeru kra ka tira me some fan ko Amagashi wo macro police house wo kasi kan wa to no ye de wa ye opani bato abasini kimi ko Amagashi wo ni ko Amagashi wo opani ye ni ko ye no ma to
ana pressure na wo so wa
sa force ana ho ya ye nyani ni am de bi ya ni be so fa Amagashi am sa sabro asama Yes.
Kana mejati Fabian Cheno besa.
No so kwa lo no kwa.
I just know what kind of man. I'm a baby na me ba ha ku mi nsani. And no fibroid kakra ya mi nya agwonti. Enu be na wo fa maame. Enu be na wo fa maame. Adai so ntumi sa me yale a adai tira wo ka maame nko.
Ya mutre abawa sela abutre nti wo. Ye nko memo wa.
Me abawa sela o. Enya me abawa sela. Ye kan ye se Dr. Magashi. O de bibi duro papa na sa yale e. E ba ha ben duro di akọ ya de o number 1. Baba betina ha sei. Amo so mi mu. My say ade. Me dire me kam so me kwa nya wo ni bi. Ene bari bi ahyemechi. Me betina ha bi mo hyiwe.
Anye kem. Aya what you am case kama.
Sika me na wa jati mo. Me na me ta case kama. E mo fa case kama.
Amagashi go hospital go. Akwa ko nchiremi. So atonso hie mu a. Konu se fi mu kwa. Afei an mahu se. Dadie bi etwa dadie. So we doctor mpo. Na sebe o yare fu untimi hwe no wo de ye nwa Amagashi wo de frem nya so mesi wo de yade wo de abena me so bo am doctor babuwa wo ahwe yare fu na ma nam se me doctor we anya fa ne man kwa Amagashi wa kamsa sabro aka me so na nim se pepe die wu esa yade na minim se bo fra han de sa yade mi kokun na ha akwo eni nubra ko bebre na me se wo mo pa wo de bafua so wo te ne te me se badi aye to no enya sem tetua ye ha wo bia no me say kotoa Dr. Amagashi emfa ya de mko na ya de ya
alatiare Dr. Apostle Amagashi we opinion
yawa wakwa baba Amagashi Herbal and Spiritual Clinic minua ye me pese me ma wote ase ne se yade a ebo nipa manipa ye mmobo onyankopon aka wansema to Bible nim de daada saa na wode eduyefo nso aye den aba season bi ni nipa onyankopon pagya no wonim dwumedi edi wo Dr. Amagashi Herbal and Spiritual Clinic ye me pese me ma wote ase ne se wo kan Jeremiah chapter 16 the verse number 4 wɔse nkurɔfoɔ bi wɔ hɔ a owuyade abɔ wɔn owuyade yɛ dɛ ba deɛ ebi yɛ pressure wonim nipa do a pressure ekum ma financial up to now wonim nipa do a diabetes ekum up to now wonim nipa do a HIV ekum up to now wonim nipa do a hepatitis B ekum up to now saa yade wɔ nyina yɛ yade a ɛyɛ owuyade ɛno na Dr. Magashi nyankopɔ de yale nyina no aduro de ama me sɛ woba Dr. Magashi herbal clinic a yade biara ɛtai wɔ yade yɛ sunsum yade nkurɔfoɔ akɔ meeting no matter what you say ɛno na ɔmo de break you down what about Dr. Magashi what in two time ye won kufo bro ono ma ɔmo si HIV na duro ni hɔ ɔpɛni sɛ wonni eduro a ɛnkasa ntie nyankopɔ abɔde eduro na yɛ ka no eduro na bɛdi bi hɔ ye nyina yɛ nim sɛ Deuteronomy chapter 23 the verse 1 say wɔse sɛbi nipa ne bɛma nyadman kɔ heaven enti sɛ ɔbɛma sua fabra Dr. Magashi wɔ ye bɛma ɔbɛma ne pie ɛkakraka ɛde ama saa na nipa sɛbi ɛtwere da no so obi a hepatitis B da ne mogam obi a ne nkoso ehuade obi a yade bi tata no opani omo pa wo kra ne bebrebe yade ena gu ni panim ase yade ena asesan krofo bebre ma omo da ne hiafo enu nti na Dr. Magashi meto nsa fro se wa yale sa anu aduru ababedi
sɛ wowɔ nkrama mu a ɛnha ho makuma se koraa ɛno ane sɛ wobɛkɔ Kasua Prison Junction anaa wɔta korade a Apawan Kejebri Government Hospital Kumasi nso bra magazine macro Police House ɛhɔ ɛna Dr. Magashi asoyɛ wɔ Tachima so ɔwɔ Hansa Brigade ɛna Bogo so Power Line ɛhɔ ɛna wobɛhu Dr. Magashi gye number yɛ da frɛ Dr. Sesi a ɛwɔ 0547 044 307 anaa 0544 580 936 anaa 020 24 08 206 Freddy says ya na yade yanku. Doctor, oye kikim. Doctor, oye bruta.
So ene ye memenda mamu nyina chi ebiom ene akwa baba program yi esodumienu na ebepeja yemu awude mu nsem ba bia manone ne fie ene aka boma ye de ebrom ne anopai 0551599933 0551599933 mumfa mo messages no emra meka program yi ho na yankinkan emfa mamo 0244 263902 0244 263902 and also a WhatsApp video line which me the messages na faso brain enra Europe ni Africa ni emiamia wodo World Cup qualifiers ekoso na sen na ekokosi ye ebi wo ha mpamcho this a cut to the wall match is a chat to kra no na betre the obeko America, Mexico and Canada 2026 na Andy
you know
and I mean so to me South Africa and
Nigeria match no.
Oh, okay.
Me we Nigeria le Lesotho match.
Okay.
On say Nigeria dey be omo bre ansa na omo ahye. Nti ya na me the reactions am be person me after game nti no. Yeah, me see omo games. Wow. But me was soft spot for South Africa.
Okay.
I just want them to be at the World Cup. Jumo on my year, the progression on my the level on my show, and I'm a fan of Fugo Bruce. Inti now me person omo it me qualify for the World Cup. But he said you, and no Nigeria for once again they struggled. Oh yeah, players a grow mo partner against Lesotho, Brian omo brea.
In South Africa.
Yes.
On a neutral ground.
Yes.
And Lesotho for go.
Yes. Say almost South Africa. Yes, you know their team lack balance, their team lack creative forces, and who is going to link up the attack? And they don't have a good coach as well. Inti almost semna the heading o kankaka eye. Na they have a difficult feature because Joe Ghana raw omo pam no. Ono na they say obabe omo live wire against Nigeria in the last game. But I hope South Africa can be qualified because Joe the last game no mo be born the enyede nti o bafana Zimbabwe game na wo hwe no na me nso me wo the Super Eagles and I me nso me hwe o game nti na me wo Nigeria side.
I see. Almost struggle here to win 2-1.
They do first half no omo ye jom baby ani and Lukman Osimhen name them Pierre trying the best. But say no be na the final touch. And say na ball na timi atotena na e den dia ma omo when friend didi no obi anim say didi back or the balance be ball game. But still anye enough for them. But say you at least so what show omo if you so omo decide so omo be yire omo etimi qualify na omo matches na omo nye bad. And no they struggle. No the Super Eagles with the galaxy of stars available open say not the quality omo be show in terms of play no. Said you and almost what team manager in the World Cup qualifiers. 3 points is very, very important. The last 3 weeks, now you hear the conversation about the World Cup and you are writing Nigeria off. But say you, a woman says South Africa, the only person who be who they depend on Benin and Nigeria. But at least, and I say a car about teams on Yame Bomo on beat me a World Cup in Libya. Baby and Nigeria on said you, on my Benin Mukakra.
Yeah.
My Benin.
Embassy in the course of the program, Embassy group no see no. Now, one man says Zimbabwe, more or less some whipping boys, a group no. But me as a Rwanda, you do her South Africa,
so be born home.
Home. Nanya home on board Zimbabwe.
No, General. Me jitum said no, we had your baby, and Nanya more penny said no, more bebo drawn on board. But say you, Obo home game. Now we share their qualify. And we say we be baby in football to qualify. And I know South Africa will do it.
Wow.
So one almost so Nigeria probably be. Say stakes near high. Not a pressure almost so bread. She match na question almost before 2006 they qualify. South Africa, she the last time they came in the AFCON against the Super Eagles and that stakes near high almost fambole. Into this is another difficult game for them. But say you Obia be person be born in last game or they qualify for World Cup on fee now so be kwa away. It for me the home advantage will count.
I see. The one who's at Benin, it makes me a surprise in Nigeria. Nigeria.
Benin can draw. Nigeria for
the Lady Park this is 17.
Yes. Almost not draw almost what almost draw almost be call. A payback time to Ghana raw. Unto coach no coach Benin no. O coach Nigeria national team Super Eagles for 5 years. What me and the AFCON. And Omuja and the later Joseph Pesero Mubaya Omukobo AFCON final. It is a payback time to show to Nigeria say no so no. Nanka or Sefata said you man on money to us and on mama na to us. And said you Nigeria home the BBA team see. But said you no matter how Nigeria will struggle, Nigeria can fail to qualify for the World Cup. But at home dear said you Mom Prema Benin and so on. Football anything can happen. But I don't think at home they will lose to Benin.
Oh, okay. To Benin in Cote d'Ivoire. Omoko 18.
Yes.
South Africa 15.
Yes.
Right? Plus 5 plus 3. Yes. 2 combat draw. No South Africa share 2-3 goals. Omoko qualify.
I would love to see South Africa at the World Cup than Benin.
Oh, okay.
omo no kopa World Cup. Yes Benin being an emerging force in African football. Almost nya chance kwa a bit brighter omo corner, a bit brighter omo football, a bit changing the face of their football. But say Joe, World Cup on the air na mpempi na say kwa me menya na ye the countries no mako bi dane countries omo modebo be so any Africa no. And yes sir, one far country and modebo so any anko World Cup. Said the Nkrofo si amaso no one here na the 1974 World Cup zaye koye ne bi akwakosi. Nti I just want to see Ghana, Senegal, Cote d'Ivoire, Cameroon are heading, South Africa, Morocco, omo pedigree, omo experience, omo to me battle with the whites, and I just want to see those teams out there.
Wow. Group F no so I the day was Cote d'Ivoire so omo brepa Gabon. Idiomachi din 23-22.
But the good thing is that they will be playing their last game on Bebono, home against Kenya. It is a Cote d'Ivoire. Cote d'Ivoire last game on Bebono. Bebo home against Kenya. Our Moncao. And almost destiny in Graubia. And general for the Ivorian national team, the galaxy of stars are there. And in March 5, after the AFCON, a Jumanan or twice we are on Hennessy. And he said, the Ivorians will qualify. Home against Kenya. It is not a difficult game. And with the quality available, no one say him say Gabon Tao Mechi, and Gabon will play their last game without Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. And also 4 goals no say against Gambia. So, you know he will be absent in that particular game, and that will affect them. In Cote d'Ivoire, I'm expecting them to be at the World Cup.
Wow, World Cup qualifiers. I had the Nyasem get to Accra. So, who fear now follow matches now. Especially Oshaka, now Osha baby will be a war, pointer will be a war. Now, why they likely to be qualified? Na fi, Otu Akunyamwa. Now, matches no emu aye de ye. Papa, South Africa wouldn't so qualify. And nobody say, mo headla as a sukra qualifiers no more. Some who share Zimbabwe home. No more fall time.
On say countries na a share South Africa hono. Hugo Bros na changing narrative no. Malawi, Zimbabwe, sa countries na a travel mo share. Most of their players pride their trade in the PSL. In Team Pempi no so mo no mo ba. To say you o players in abo EPL. Now after omo to the national team. Now in England able. Most of their players, Opa Zimbabwe had time and go through their list of players in recent times. Most of their players never in the PSL. It is only on mobile. Yensu improve say PSL ye ba ye boy ye home. Into ye know by and better say Yensu what the quality a bit in the amateur. That was the reason why South Africa struggled throughout the game and almost critique all the chances. But say you name fa. Into almost person Omuko World Cup. Against a team are almost familiar in terms of play, familiar in terms of quality. And for me, Sergio, the difference between South Africa and other teams is Hugo Bros, not in terms of quality. Hugo Bros now make a difference, no. The team now obesisha now do World Cup qualifiers, no. And what's son in Saka club because Pirates players, no, omo benya form baby, and a sound for a lot of foreigners about Europe. Into I rely on those players. So for me, Sergio. Zimbabwe, all those teams, South Africa was rich on there. But South Africa team, now they are comparing most of the teams in Africa. It is not because they have so much quality, Rodwan Williams, the Mokoenes, and the others. But for me, the system and the personality of Hugo Bros, and they make a difference.
Oh, okay. So for Africa, Obian who are qualified officially from Africa. No, from friends, we Maghrebians,
North Africans.
North Africans, yeah, part of the world. You know.
I got 5 slaughter, a bare field. I said it.
So almost 4 are qualified.
4 are qualified. I got 5 out of 9.
Yeah.
So anyway, I said likely say 4 West African countries add up to the 4. But Nigeria group no na me sure. But anyway, say Joe dynamics no because I said Ghana we will be through. The Senegalese team Sergio will be through. The Ivorian team will be through, and also the Cabo Verde, Mikakive. Say, Osha Munina West Africans. But where South Africa group na group C, it was South Africa that was on top alongside Benin. But Enwa slip now when you ama swing ne 10. probably a West African team might be part.
Okay.
Ebia, Ebe Benin. Depending on how their destiny is within their own hands. So you have a group, no Benin now more of the brightest chance than any other team within the group.
Is it because of points on one chance?
Yes, Sergio.
I'm gonna have the brightest
Yeah, who a topper? Get
the
the results.
Last game,
Nigeria. Get the results and go through.
You get the results in Nigeria?
Yeah, difficult there. Sergio, men can say difficult. Difficult there. But get the results and be through.
Okay.
And there's still there could be a possibility. Benin be draw, but still be qualify.
Yeah, that's possible.
There's
depending on number of goals as South
Africa be share. So South African team and share that huge amount of goals in the last game against Rwanda, not Benin draw. So they are
two plus 3 plus 5 plus 3.
Yes, yes.
Plus
so
5
only
plus
2 games, 2 goals per separate. So South Africa on the other hand must also beat Rwanda by 3 goals margin.
Yeah.
To make sure say Omobe outwit Benin. So Sergio group now is very very interesting.
Nigeria chances to say.
Nigeria chances no. Omo destiny. Ewo the game are Rwanda and South Africa bebo. Alongside
Benin Kwan and the destiny kutano.
Yes. Say no ntina na make no Sergio. Nigeria is a shot 3 goals unanswered. Or share no. No answer hope is South Africa and share Rwanda.
Yeah.
So a banisa Nigeria will be 17 and point and goals at aggregate be more Kosoro ahead of Benin. Na say South African team and share Rwanda. South Africa the so say you almost ewo game a mo bebo against Rwanda. Almost be hope say almost be share. No mu any say Nigeria so be your favor. Because Nigeria must beat Benin for South Africa to beat Rwanda if the South Africa or Bafana team must make it to the World Cup.
Nigeria omo ya dapafu ana menkana sa.
Yeah, omo ya dapafu.
Group yati South Africa 3 points every. Na only Benin ni South Africa or yati 3 points still struggle to qualify Nigeria.
So the main problem is omo an share competition where I see ye. And only by the time maybe when say Eric Shell kwa wayade. Because out of possible 15 points, 5 games awabo, when you 11, on no team revival or more chances of qualification. Yeah. Because 2 games and a Jose Pesero boy. But the poorest decision I'm taking is giving the job to finish the judge after the AFCON. Say you no say BBR. Because after Pesero a ball 1-1 against Lesotho, Nigeria, esa ko ball 1-1 against Zimbabwe. Say you Nigeria some of our away games omuni opponent and your opponent no home omuni Zimbabwe no the game was played in Rwanda Australia against Lesotho the game was played in South Africa and so we could be advantage on your side based on the fact that some couple of key stars are or more within the setup no and so omo chance ye and giving the job to finish the judge or buy or so or draw and first finish the judge on also about 2 games per the qualifiers
okay
about 1-1 draw against South Africa or Nigeria. And Okolusu against Benin. Na say you tie. On any Benin so game no cost for Iboanyi Stadium. And also on cost for Benin. So say you Benin virtually are playing home games outside Benin, but they are still matching on. Me many ajamomo. And who ejuma genotroa or Benin, the Squirrels of Benin team ma say you he's doing a massive job. Adia you refine say the man on the touchline on the Beninois Republic, you say Adia and Subema game na very very key on Tuesday when they make it the Gospel Akpabio Stadium in Uyo, because a former Nigeria coach and a Benin touchline now make a genotro.
Okay.
So the Bema dynamics papa. But Nigeria still has a chance.
Right.
They will push the game to the final day near who. What will come from the qualifiers group who gets the spot to the 2026 World Cup Canada, USA, Mexico.
Okay. Doc.
General, Minyanka Obama Koyana Matias street in so no Makasa to say no street instead of as a journalist because I think
Uncle Fassi be a man.
Zimbabwe for now I'm say Omi ni paboni for papa.
How many professionals?
I'm saying street. Say,
I saw Bo Mabasumum. Mo say omama professionalism no.
Mo fa points in your hwe. Mo neighbors. Mo no mo boshi you. Ana mo krom okra mo nya baabi mo bo. Mo krom Durban. Yes, they charge them for the stadium. South Africa needs this win badly to go to the World Cup. You see, after FIFA, it deducted 3 points because of a protest by another neighbor. A neighbor are all the boundaries. South Africa. Lesotho. Omu she South African fin say. Omu koye protest. Omu some 4 points in the year. And it takes South Africa 3 points. 3 goals. Hugo Gruis or your manager Edema South Africa no. Ntawantawa bebre ban was say obi anya no and the head of the team. He's responsible for everything. Into Mufa blame ni nyina ma no. Now I know he made that bold statement because looking at the 2 matches now kana against Zimbabwe in Durban and then against Rwanda also in South Africa or no, he was too sure they win the 2 games and qualify. Fast forward, Enra gidi Korea say Korea tipe ko 1-1. Ene South Africa twifanebo. Isan say enema mayedin. The amount of my friend in South Africa. 15 points in second position. Benin 17 points in first position. Nigeria third place in with 14 points. General, football but I think South Africa will qualify once again. Our dynamics in India. So our Nigeria team now, they have improved. At least for the last 2 international breaks, about 3. The draw game was against South Africa, and in from South Africa in South Africa. And at least Nigeria is on an ascendancy, and I'm struggling to see how Benin will go and beat Nigeria in Nigeria. Benin could get a draw, so as a Chinese South Africa, Bono is in their court to ensure say on some 3 goals margin. No, the only thing so much some 3 goals margin against Rwanda, then it means that it's difficult because Rwanda so they are not faring so badly with some 11 points. But I think South Africa will still qualify because Nigeria is trying to look at the possibility of placing second and making sure say 4 best second place teams obey. I can't release Kakraba in determine how you be 4 best second place team no. Minim say yen chim kakrabi or no. I think it was Emra Omoshi at the beginning 2023. But ahead of the last games, bono CAF asa a publish procedure modibeye. Omaye from Eritrea, omuchi move free qualifiers in him. In things they say 9 groups of 6, and 9 groups, Bia Benya 6 countries, Eritrea group no be 5. In Tiomono, Obia about 10 matches, Obo 8 matches, group. And to send your bear peri your bear jumenti. Careful say, more about 10, ye be you beer 2 matches and free. No beer the ababe 8. Now, fair dear determine say. Why in the yard
there against Eritrea home and away?
There be group near Ore. The mama some na the countries in the group na we 6 no. You both we are the Ore no. Points are when you're free no when you're better free with him. Good. Mama any group on the league on the table. Okay. Ofa Ghana group na. I think say yeah group no. Chad and that one. Our Ghana group. Okay, good. We are just a moment in number when they were TV. Your group no Chad, enya 1 point. And Chad na area. And Tiene, or my friend Madagascar or that second. Yem fan say ye be na Madagascar and that second. And they are 19 points. But some person who say Madagascar the points is saying and ye de ebe check here. As a Chinese Obaka Hesa Madagascar ni team now way no. Omo onya how many points in a free no now who points onya free no wa wagina points no so ayeden e dey ahwe in fact Madagascar nya 6 points every chart or share 3-1 and or share 3-0 into as say Madagascar no you bet 6 points 5 goals
6 points no be about 13 no
Madagascar be about
13 points no
into as 13 no you be say they compare other groups no into owu wie qualifiers no wa wudi second for ni nyina na de maba 9 teams e di second no ni afa obi a group wo hwan na we unya 6 points in the free I bet 6 points in free wo unya 4 points in the free do we no I bet 4 points in free wo ya tete free ma we no na afa 9 teams in your rank a first 4 and mo be bo a playoff e wa Africa ha we ni we be bo na we ni we abo from semi-final phase no makobo winners no makobo final the be win no still on qualify afa no akobo intercontinental playoff it is akon no kra na nya agro enye bete but that is one of the motivating factor for Nigeria because I think say Nigeria potential mo we group no about 2 points per them so munya free more enti as a challenge say Nigeria all 14 onya 17 na bia akoti 2 pa
that is Zimbabwe
yes
omuni omo ni nyina e draw 1-1
thank you it's in Nigeria 14 or no they are bent on beating Benin to get 17 points onya 17 ubeti 2 pen every ni die enti obeba benya 15 points enti obviously obeba top 4 nim Nigeria is bent on beating Benin so that they could enter into the playoff if South Africa should win over there. Nigeria should Benin as a chance South Africa needs any win to qualify. General, is a tough battle. Timwa omaya nin komo no me dena sem ne sai ma mteka cry Gabon. Gabon has been super. But they ha Gabon that drone gamer or Cote d'Ivoire ebo home no. That game could have placed Gabon in a position say Okwako qualified. And Obama chair class. Obama along the line can say mobile. The president of Gabon and a friend catch and say on Sam Ramebo for a player at the World Cup qualifiers to score 4 goals. I think say was great. Cote d'Ivoire is not faring badly crowd by Gabon Jiramuso. Cote d'Ivoire, I think, is the only nation about the entire qualifiers born on the net.
Only Tunisia.
Yeah. General, fire is working. So World Cup qualifiers matches makum obian for born to net. Draw me no our nyanya goalless. And at the Kenya a win. I think that Ivorians are doing well and Gabon may do whatever. Cote d'Ivoire.
Okay. Ibeja Africa no later. I'm a professor now on one gasa the Mayan Cameroon says na prof.
Said Cameroon was second. Group no. Say Cape Verde was 20. Cape Verde show mo na Cape Verde call 19. Nti omo ka 15. And over the week no we boy no. No mo so Cameroon mo kwa away e ko share Mauritius.
Okay.
2-0. Nti e mo free 15 equal 18. And I give also ball draw until almost free 19 equal 20. So 2 points and a separate.
Okay.
And Ubia about the last game. Cape Verde at home, Cameroon also at home. So it's Cape Verde group no I think say.
Okay. In the aba behwe enche aba Africa na fe ye narono eba Ghana and Comoros. Na me yaduma kweseda ebe enso ewo eye Accra Sports Stadium na fe yahwe ho ensem enso aka ntia no na be wura discussions no mu yie papa ba ye kwa Europe kakra ba na fe ba be wuram enra mediama enso ehye dreams eka menu ma omo eti mu ba ko ye baba na baba hwe sa game no enso sanso na Kumasi Asante Kotoko omo any nations ebe hostu Asante Kotoko ewo Abrankese Dr. Kwame Sports Complex na me yaduma ene 3 p.m. and 17-year-old. I want for the messages we have home. Adongo Akurugu, 17-year-old never handles our game. No, so I brand here TVC or 17 years on never handle nations Asante Kotoko game no. Wow.
That's a bold attempt by GFA.
Yes.
No referees appointment committee. When we are aware of tension and work on Tokoni nations and Temwa brackets.
It won't be so.
Risky.
Risky.
Kotokoni nations over by a Raya tension there no from Kakra. But at Abrankesi, Dr. Chase Sports Complex, who feel the tension in the stands.
Yeah.
You feel it. It is such a big game, and nations will be a name. Now saying pressure on coach. This is a must-win game for nations.
Yeah.
Obviously, every game for Asante Kotoko is a must-win. And Abranke so how Abebo Ame Kotoko share order.
Yeah, the league, entire league now, Kasa or Kotoko
nations. So, why would they risk it?
So, is it about the competence or the age?
You see, competence over here. But has this boy been tried in a tension match before?
Do you fana manabe handle Kotoko nations our bra omon testing?
And until make us a risk. On say, yeah, now one the cow has said normally your big games, tension games, you need FIFA referees, big boys to handle big matches, and that is a normal practice globally. Big games call for big coach referees. But a big game with tension, and that is the game we are exposing the 17-year-old boy to go and handle. Well,
I think we should find time and do a research about the guy. Besides that, experienced referees na omudin wo ho be bredi omuni ni Kotoko matches na omudin. We can talk about the last two. They failed. There were a lot of incidents here be wa. So me, I will look at the competence first.
Yeah.
If he is capable, meaning say, there's a Franco can or point. Obi o say when ni oye mistake on hear the competence no obi any age no. And I crack it all in my conference so the ball. Match a serious match two teams obi here point. On shed or no a juma no betimi I no. But you look at the personality. Inti maybe I agree the tension is there. Kotokoni nations are Bama in Korean you know to be. But if he is capable, I don't have any problem.
I'm informed, say, social media are the amount for the about referees appointment committee in FA no. Say is serious.
Andy,
on that appointment.
You see,
amount for full
in psychology we have something we call halo effect. Oh, nipa no ho adwen bi. Nti BBC a eno na wo kan no. Adwen no kra be ma wo. Even footballers no more pitch no so cry no respect to this guy. Saying. And I'm hoping say me penny team no the lines any fourth. And then recently I am who Ghana Premier League and he say fourth referees need matches in be
show personality online so.
Our line so. And if the communication gadget is good, then he needs competent lines, he needs competent fourth referee. Otherwise se bibia si na panyin na ye ya se na ebesi aka no se eto akra we ya ye besa no ye behwe ni age ne nka ni competence level ye beka se mpanyin for se be adan no mode akwada we ene kwa akogina match misses BTC. So let's see in situations like this and the heroes are coming out.
Yeah.
It maybe it's an opportunity for him to make the headlines as a referee. You'll be. I like the catch them young.
17 years.
I like the catch them young.
SSO.
SHS. Maybe SHS 3 and 2.
Uncle Jira Kotokoni nations. Our prankers.
The regular mama tell you. On Beshas Yakobo's a new beer. Me say the trip. Oh no, the Okanina you on point. May unim say consistently. Unkofa big games here, my uncle for ordinary referee me baby. But I'm saying that these games have been given to those referees. Nations and Kotoko match.
Dollar say a big Champions League game. Some big referee be a Philippine. Nesenti and the unkofa kitwe be a on you. You need to earn the right another chance to officiate big match.
I'm better at point.
The matches are what you're saying. And Ghana Premier League about was saying.
Doc, and all my
that is the point I'm making.
Say this year,
the find out.
The meeting say year they catch them young referees in the Premier League. Let's assume every week our assignment as a trans we did 3 Premier League matches. Let's assume every week he has assignment maximum, and it's already 3 Premier League matches. So are we saying that the 3 Premier League matches are enough for we to expose a 17-year-old boy in a tension game like this?
And I'm also saying that we have referees. How many mistakes now? Dollar is a FIFA referee, right? How many mistakes no I own nations match him or Abrancasi? Bebre Kotoko matches or Makobo. Time you know, and videos referees no mudino. More experience on team in here.
And some says attention even established once and making mistakes then you don't even risk it going down for a far less experienced referee.
You are bringing in tension. I've no raised question about tension here. I'm discussing the competence of referees. Referee give you a experience being known in a penalty na 11 wonders and heart boy. We ignore it. Experience being known. Or experience in PAB. But he ignored it. Kotokone out of lines, referee no D Martin one. Experience being known. Penalty clear. He ignored it. Into the experienced ones have shown time and again that they can also fail. Into if a young one is competent enough, said you, here born, yeah, my bone, you, so much the chance I will say you be. If he is competent, let's give him the opportunity.
Who do Kotoko nations gradually could do our level now? Kotoko has a different. Kotoko a Diana level, no? Okay?
Yeah.
Kotoko nations kosa level. We are aware.
Yes. It is the reason why
I'm ordinary match.
Yes.
Contention about between Kotoko nations, no, are serious.
Yes.
This will be our own person.
Bacano. Yes.
And I'll be super.
And I will need.
I'm telling you. Any ordinary game, league game, because tension and what you know. This one person bacano.
That's true.
Yes.
But Sejo, I'm saying that in all these, experienced referees have failed.
So we should
I'm looking at competence now. I'm looking at competence. If he can, I'm not looking at age here. I'm looking at competence. So obey media because I do. Your referees here, you're born with you, the beer, if he can, it doesn't necessarily mean we should bring in experience.
Okay.
If he's capable, let's give him the chance.
Okay.
That is my opinion.
Wow. Good morning, but what makes Mr. Okreku and his referees manager appoint a 17-year-old to officiate such a heated derby involving Nations FC and Asante Kotoko? Do they really know the implications of this appointment? Besides, are they aware that this appointment can easily kill the spirit of the young chap? Come on. Anyway, best of luck to Nations FC. Yatamochi Pampe, Zakov Mohammed. Message out there, Abba, Afa, Asemwe, and so, and no. All right. Inti, Yabeba, in some of the other messages, Beba, for a appointment of the 17-year-old to handle a Nations FC Kumasi Santiago game today at Abrancasi, Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex. Joe, good morning to you and your crew. Can you allow Dr. Franco Naro to extend his beautiful analysis to all the groups for us to see the tables for us to see how the tables will stand if we are to end here. Obi na di we ababedim se mrebebe mu a servi na di we by senka yemfa na sisia na ewie friends qualifiers na inka child as ma makofa be nka ebeye say o groups ni nyina mu the servi person we man no
I can easily do it. We currently that second ni nyina now we form games with that last group no did that but the last games will change a lot of dynamics.
Okay,
because as you speak so here Nigeria phone count because they are not even in second. But potentially if they beat Benin, they come to second. and they will be the people you do that analysis with. Until power and progress a later part of the show. So I say, yeah, we'll do it.
Okay. Enti yanko Europe kakra. Na fi ya more e Africa. Awa besa na bebre aka ho. Ansana e ba be ye Nations Kumasi Asante Kotoko then the Black Stars. Na fi ya other games and so we a final whistle. Maybe there be a Saturday be the Brom free samria 2 menu na ye be pega. Mu fa de be ka ho na bibia and so enye kamapa. All right. Yanko.
You know. Endra, Esteban will send a message to Enzo Maresca. Now, what unya chance share Brazil and a South Korea game no, a game. Abrantiano eto entinami no na dino ameka say or send a message to Enzo Maresca. My reason is simple. This is a young boy obeborn who at the FIFA Club World Cup. 3 games, 3 man of the match no team at the FIFA Club World Cup. After the FIFA Club World Cup and Oba Chelsea.
Okay, referee Alex Cote. Edin Komo efa sa appointment he so very very busy. Okay. But or say the tier one say referee Dongo or your Ghana's Colina. Okay. Kakra or Kadiafa referee no one. You also your Colina. I don't know. Antonio Busay.
Sergio.
Yeah.
Say a cash will be a Colina in referee. Then I'll put
quality is very no wow. Until what you say, according to me, you know, from experience.
Colina is about the greatest. As I'm not can and yet,
also a Colina.
And your papa Gasama and a account.
And I won't try my match.
No, you don't. Tell me, wouldn't support me, Casse, obey me, money.
Yeah.
But you only may be why you can't from Musa. And your papa Gasama and a account. And yet, Tessam and a account. You are talking about Pierluigi Colina. Marcus Merti Munina Onechi. Horacio Elizondo Munina Onechi. Nicola Rosoli Munina Onechi. Roberto Rosetti Munina Onechi. On the head level. He is the measuring rod. Into on person for Franca. Now, Colina no then okay. Maybe he's a good referee, but more Pedan and I continue patent.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Because you be a desert tintina or tina or two. But qualities in the crack.
Oh, you know, but won't you mean say a place you will be a sorrow or ye Maradona?
Na be pilling your chance and a dipilling too. No good pilling.
You know, I bet the pillar
did be to be a desert tintina on a level. No, they want the qualities no bit about their good draw. Simple. Okay.
Around TM, I was trying to find a little. Or Navrongo's SHS.
Okay, senior high.
Senior high.
Wow.
To Onwe Secondary School.
Okay.
Now, recently, CAF African Schools Football Championship. Final course, Akrano. Okay. Legon. Senegal versus Tanzania. He was the center referee.
Okay.
And I'm told he excelled.
Okay.
Maybe. We'll be glad to have a Colina in our game.
Okay. Wow. Also, some of these referees, you put me wrong. I say, no.
Say we are Marco.
Ultimi, Hano.
I say, you watch Erika.
Ultimi room. I never come and it is appointment. Or not you or any fun kind or they go. Aye.
So you go friends or command 5,000 and 10,000.
Oh, Marco.
Who get day?
I say, well, okay.
It was by attempt to be a cry on TV crowd.
We cried and case more fast. Move the alcohol.
If a baby uncle that don't go to the body.
Chama, my bow.
Come 2 teams in the Moby uncle to the body.
17-year-old don't talk about crowd.
Yes. Nyame kwa fa huncho na kwara ketua sei uko Chelsea ni eje demudia
but the visual nom there for team members no team members in Joseph Tay Awasabi and Haruna Yakubu
okay
and the Bewo lines no na fe Kingsford Otin Yeboa as the 4th referee.
Okay. Mungaida Abrantel na ongo handle game no. Yes, you tire cheaper.
So me Nedina Meniji.
Who say?
Nedina Meniji.
Yeah.
Adongo Akurugu. Utia uti say yes, we Upper East.
Okay.
Uti unse there are some DB utia uti we say. The original free.
Yeah.
Adongo Akurugu.
Yes.
Fine boy.
He had the opportunity to be a hero tomorrow.
Yes.
And to the ball.
You want to back his own handle match.
You know, we hear back. I am an opportunity on grapple.
Oh, there be on back.
From one.
Where you crowd mentor, intimate, so no need to say, actually, no.
Opportunity around.
Yeah, man, Vin.
Obi here opportunity. Obi pebi unya ye de amano. Onko grapple. And one.
Oh, here backing.
Obia ho.
Me de am support akọla.
Me de am nkan.
So in case o kan wa ba.
O say.
Dey na we
Dey bi o ya mo.
Assemble grade.
Ya mo adwuma. E say dey am say ye nta out to ado chi. Ye mo adwuma. Ye tu aka $50,000. Who win match $20,000. Get the job done.
Nti no.
Who hia me back in say me dey na be ka say adwuma no. Get the job done.
Senior mo o isi bash efe no ne. Akọla ko hu we kura say be bu na bam. So dey say. It ye nyina ye mfa koma panta na chi. Don't call the opposite. And only back in America.
You have the opportunity to excel.
All right.
That is a perfect one. Europe, you should just be a hero tomorrow. You know, until now, can't Chelsea and Estevao same. Now, Estevao buy no. Clearly, we share the route a coach your friend Maresca didn't know. He just want him to adapt to the style of the Premier League. Until an ordinary Bokakra, a chin ordinary Frechaba, an ordinary Bokakra, a chin ordinary Frechaba. Now, Carlo Ancelotti Barbara straight away. And who is someone a young guy, born with Nimbo, by Europe. There are a lot of options to player born who bola or beat me about the amount. Until imagine Kubasi come from any of these teams in the EPL, they will talk about adaptation. Imagine Lamine Yamal coming off from any of these Premier League teams. They will talk about adaptation. Me did to me say Premier League is different. Ten minutes to the start of the game. And a Kopama player no buy. He was the man of the match. And he was show time and again say he has no business on the bench. It was so games. And a Carlo Ancelotti had the opportunity to start. Said you games are bono. The first game of boy Uncle Ye. He scored in the second game and Enra against South Korea. He scored. Wingers around. Now share ball our mobile. It is so clear Pedro should be on the left, Estevao should be on the right. Bench in the last 20 minutes. And the message and the 2 goals that he scored yesterday in Genoa, it is a perfect signal to the Chelsea coach. He said, the player is ready, the player has arrived, and he should give him more minutes. So while more the beer, Genoa, he will make mistakes, he's a youngster. Obey mistakes, no. But obe correct e wo kwan nim ansa no wodru ba bia obi apese odu no it happened to any player omo so a no omo the potential omo timi abe great no along the way omo ye mistakes and omo find a remedy to the situation. The Messis, the Ronaldos, the Neymars, Ronaldo the chance to play now or corrections now or improving and if you are talking about the greatest players in the game, Ronaldo is one. The same thing applied to Lionel Messi. And he said, yo, Enzo Maresca or baby, I know her match in Binra. The guy is ready and you should give him more playing time in the Chelsea team for him to play because even the national team where he has a lot of competition. Obo the Bia Emma Bona or Bonijindra. Internana or Sato. And when you have this youngster, now or improve day in, day out for you. He gives you options, he gives you balance, he gives you creativity, he gives you goals. Into what Oshe game no, and no 2 goals Estabao Eshe no, and now Rodrigo and Vini also combined so beautifully. Now, so what here Rasmus Holland interview no call Denmark or Koya na. Now I saw Casemiro in the national team and how he's struggling in the Manchester United setup. And Javi Alonso so as I do. And also Ben who said that Rodrigo can play different roles within the setup. And all your game now. He played as a number 10. And Carlo were options obey different areas. And as number 10, so she combination on it, Casemiro yeah and San I was to go now. It was just lovely to see Rodrigo come into the party again and look at the 1-2 from him to Rodrigo team the ball no etimi eto atenem. Vini also crown his performance sa go no timi share. And the moment you see Ancelotti now who Vinicius Junior combination is solid. Vini is one player was struggling in the national team in terms of assist, in terms of goals, but with Carlo Ancelotti 3 games Genoa 2 goals and our team share at the national team. Oh, players no boy in Genoa. Coaches should be aware of their quality and the right rules now performing on the field of play. And now France against Azerbaijan. Now, you know, share the European FIFA World Cup qualifiers ni be ba now I say Africa countries ni be Europe and World Cup because I come because your countries ni be offer Luxembourg mo Azerbaijan mo di omo level no wofem Liechtenstein amo general ultimus omo level no wofem e wo say ayense wo Eritrea ne Lesotho mo de but omo de ne da bia abebo omo nya de ne more and no big teams ni mostly and championship say the city no. Now me care about the French game no not because of anything. So France eche Azerbaijan asejo enye news bia because the quality of France team no wo no Azerbaijan quarter crown ni bi. But the goal that Mbappe scored, said you, a nipa do ane di n'akyi. Still out timi make sure say, obetimi actually omu nyina do the ball na kwakoto atenem no. Eno na ma game no. A major spotlight in that game and Kylian Mbappe game way before no be anim say onya fit to play. But still no so obebo because they say open numbers. Na bibia timi akoye consecutively for the national team for Real Madrid said you. Match bi Mbappe bo bia otimi eto atena na enu ahwe players ana omu chase no na hwe ba bi o de ball ne nam ene kwan of fast so de ball no etimi to atena na e kire performance a oputun up who go etikite onye opportunity to be part of the national team and say you ono so ba mu no na onye bad at all. France team no is still a team a omo ye forced to reckon with debia omo add different vibe different quality at the can na enye nwa say utie coaches na Thomas Tuchel edi teams likely say omo betimi age World Cup ni to dwa no omo France there but say you France anytime any day say e kwa kobo World Cup with the squad omo assemble omo coach is a World Cup twice in the World Cup final the last European Championship ankoye but hey quality e kro omo say you Odo mo ba be share no I careful because omo were a lot of options and day in day out omo players ne continue to mature and omo improve in terms of play. Germany so bo omo modern nan say omo kofem and say ye can World Cup and ka oka Brazil, oka Argentina, oka Germany no oka Italy. But Germany national team no say you German national team no so abafem. Nti ahoden a wo expect say omo so de beba no ahoden eni ho esa but at least yesterday gradually almost so say with time almost betimi build something misses several key players within the team because to lose Toni Kroos and then Iko Gundogan alone no, and then in the absence of Jamal Musiala no as a team but individually are no more lucky. So when you have these individuals Oma perform to that level. Na a drew baby say crucial moment. Na omunya around that you know obe messy omo. But at least gradually Germany so prepare very well for the tournament na a day anim no. So here Spain be born against Georgia and so here Spain from the European Championship omo Georgia game omo boy. Oshe game so omo board the first leg no omo koye omo game against Turkey Spain is just in a fantastic form, and in the absence of Lamine Yamal and Daniel Olmo, almost still more options on betting media fairly gabno. I'm a BBA team across you. It is a do. European teams now, my name say, you or more de bosso. Still, Guswa El Cruzi. Yes, England the last time, and almost performance on top, and you don't expect anything from England. Thomas Tuchel, England for no accept anything than being in the semi-finals of the World Cup, probably win it. And a lot of options are up front in midfield and everywhere. It's a, you know, all these teams are performing, and we hope some better us are near a very good World Cup in 2026.
Oh, okay. Maminfa MTN message on the Emma Ghana phone na nyame yaduma kwasiada ebe Black Stars any Comoros and yet match kitwa kra ewo Accra Sports Stadium. MTN I must say from Germany where we announced our arrival to South Africa where the world felt a heartbeat. From Brazil to Qatar we've carried the dream of a nation. Ghana, we are on the verge of doing it again. The Black Stars are this close to their 5th World Cup. And this time, we are not just showing up. We've battled relentlessly and we've proven that greatness lives in our DNA. Now, there is just one more to go. This Sunday, let's rise again. Ghana, let's fill the stands, the screens, and the streets with our voices. Let's show the world that unity looks like when 32 million hearts beat as one. Let's join hands one more time as we chase greatness. With a special message, I free MTN Edikumo Bia Ghana Nibia. Yame Aduma Kwesiada match Abebaso Ewo Accra Sports Stadium. Okay, Yentwaswe. Dr. Franco Naro, then also the brain. With this appointment, I want to start my referee course. I'm in Accra. What qualification do I need? Michael Edway Efri Ablekuma Accra. And so Ede Abba Afa. Okay, Michael Ablekuma. Just as Andy said, everyone will be happy to see either Nigeria or South Africa at the Mundial instead of Benin because their performance. Okay, because of their performance. So can't we also say the FA should be interested in teams that represent Ghana in Africa based on the same performance to avoid disgrace? Kingsley Tamale and a kukuru message way and so they are brave. Andy is missing the point. You don't expose such a gem into the lion's den and risk his future. Uti and the point in what boy no hodie. Minima there's a uti in here. Ono cry no say nyehwe ye fa no good ya.
Nti no ka say or disagree with Andy because you don't expose the boy this way.
Okay.
What I say?
Okay.
Like you disagree with Andy because he thinks the exposure for the boy is too early.
Yeah. Where is it? I would like to know how Andy does his analysis. He's doing so well. Okay. Isaac Jacobu, that was the Abraham Doc.
General Kakrebi and Komobi APP club and country in Tokwa. Players a prayer, clubs so a prayer. Or mine so say Yihiano. Say or prayer among Fanny Rani and Sheno. If you be clubs in the fields there a minor a B. Edi on hamo e bro mu no mo be kasa na afi be kwa akudru no mako yi bibi foforo Daniel mu Spain no Barcelona for the krata from medical team ne ka kire Spain national team ne mpanyim for sa akwada no wabre se bre woni redeem until they should not expose him to any serious training. Okoye no 1 or 2 and training afi the first training pine bra ultimate to aso Kylian Mbappe no bi anim say ni 90 no ne na poso wonom iprashe ho. In fact, na Madrid hwe ni mu kra senka nya de se France fo be yusu no. But the mukodru ye no Didier Deschamps. Kylian Mbappe did not take part in some of the training. Match no edru a lineup by he scores 2 goals. The injury is aggravated. Injury no more break aye kɛseɛ ɛne Madrid for ɛhwɛ nim sɛ Mbappe ntɛntɛm yɛ a ɔbɛba no mahwɛ kwan ɔmo no bɛfa so na ɔmo treat no. I think PSG had a similar problem with Dembele. Ɔno nso so ɔno koraa de prior in the course of the game, then to the national team another one. The high dream bebree ni sɛ ɛba sɛ yɛ clubs no na suffer the treatment no ne ade nyinaa nso no ɛsa akɔdi club no hɔnom. I think sɛ Madrid will struggle because the life wire of the team is the one who is now injured in the national camp. Affect you. Dean Hodgson is also injured, also a picky injury from the national camp, and it's going to affect them. But general, Brazil share South Korea 5-0. Vinny Jr. scored, and after the game, an all grant interview. The interview, you know, Sir Jabi Alonso Tina went in here, Shea, Obeka Sempochana, Vinny, Channel. Because after the game, in same you say, Carlo Ancelotti is the best coach. Na Carlo and a man of confidence. Or no, under him and no guiding man be superstars. Na under Carlo, he plays the best football and he plays well as a footballer. Now he's happy Carlo has now joined Brazil, and Obiamere under Carlo 3 matches he scored 2 goals and an assist, and he thinks that Carlo Ancelotti the coach Ebinio Obianim, and the fact that Vini is not so happy at Real Madrid and be GDS and influence apart from El Madrid under Xabi Alonso. So with this comment, I'm sure people will think say Empocha and Aocha eye urani dini Xabi Alonso. But general, I know your main story about Vini Jr. The main story is about Ose Omufri Asia Oba. Or the Bible to Real Madrid from penny for him. Say, Omamba the Namiansa, not 3 days in the general. Fan come back to Brazil. Na kodunkwea wafum no Uncle Panicho. Me assure that we a Madrid fan obeka sense and a Brandt and Woody. And they are mobile in Mbappe pra umbe here no. Wo say yama 3 days, never come Brazil. Ne kopa a year umplacho na watra. General, so follow Vinny stories now. Vinny Jr. is in difficult time. Broken heart can see pa. And actually Brandt no. The thing is your friend a baby a day magahays. Na Vinny Jr. Ekuriem, only a rabani kuriem. We and a kudun quiano. The only that's the Okisini de Nimpra Obia Nima, Opus Warino. Okay. Say Rabbi, a friend of Virginia Fonseca. General, or 26 years, or a TV presenter to say, wow. Now, or a big time influencer, social media influencer.
On one that's we.
Rabana.
On one.
Now, the attendance over 5 million followers or IG. But the thing is that Wawaria Jayo.
Okay, 26 years.
Yes, Vinny was 25 years. Rabana was 26. In fact, only Z Felipe, Wawaria was mommy and son.
Rabano.
Aye.
Okay.
Ni mami and son.
26 years.
26 years.
Okay.
Ni mami and son. No na Vini ne chimpini more thing. And wako riem. Vini a franachi. Any day magahe ako chimpina. One na deda. Na Rabano aba bonten abe leaky oni Vini hun semunyina. Omo text messages ne Vini chesensem. Waka for Vini be more time. Or see Vini no offer of video call and natures were ye the Nikem Cody. No, I catch us also you there. No. See the Vini ya. And ye offer watches all man prepare every baby. I will be ano. A big crowd be picking on that. Just a quapia da so that. Na fee, ye see. And what is something in a babonti. Na Vini na kodon kuya ya oye TV star nkrofo di na chi bema one ne wo ho ene nei na ni magu ase na ade no kra no say enye private biem abaye public inti rabana say pamno twa no oni Vini awie Vinicius Junior ba bontia be release public apology Yeah, that den say general. Sikania Odin, a famous rich man like Vinny Jr. Ebeba bontin be dwoma be tro pacho. Esu so oba ne fanche no. Ewraba ne se da. E na ne maame, you know Vinny ne maame so 41 years. Maame na ka kire Vinny say onko sere kwan.
Vinny maame of 41 years.
41.
Okay.
The mother is quite young.
Okay.
O maame na ka kire ne say omo free Asia wa omra ne team no Real Madrid. Na onko be sere kwan. Ono abebo aboso adi na chi. Na omako Fonsenka ho akopacho. Na Vinny down na. Ekeka broken heart a wo no. Na me kasa.
Pacho, the one miensa na one no etwempra no anase.
Do wo miensa na one na etwempra no. Ono na ese no. Ne buafu a so ono na Vinny penny pa.
Okay. Ono na ma me so one ne kopacho wo.
Ono okopacho ama o se Awuraba ne ye. Ojo. Ono na obisua ne tanage.
Okay.
Na Awuraba no nso na esanse Vinny akɔwie ma me akye ne nti. O se tinton tai.
Ompene. Awuraba no ho femu.
Akwada ne akwada.
Sika na ke ade ntra.
O se dey.
Sika na timi ye bibia ntra.
Na nkanye Vinny so wie.
Wa so wo de be so sa.
Ka Vinny nkanye ne so nam ni. Yes sir. Bra ko bra.
The sika to you yazi.
Easy. Kwada na akwada.
Oh yes.
Say the kika broken heart Vinny woman na easy.
Akwada wa wo miensa. Na still Vinny abo no hodama. Onya broken heart wo ho akwada afi no sa brabo ase no. Awo miensa sa chen.
Wo miensa sa chen ni pedi.
Sa chen wo boy ma ni pedi. Na still abo no hodam no.
Now take an apology now. O say o ka bibia say after ways again in the channel. O wi mu bia. O so boa.
Check it.
Oh, I can't count. I don't know if you know. Okay. Says a Rabani the channel. Nim kwa nina. Oh, we are moving. Get no picking the call. Yellow she.
Wow.
Me must say Real Madrid from paying for the say. You say a sound mind resides in a sound body. If the guy is not sound, his body is not going to be sound.
Yeah.
His mind will not be sound, and he will not give the best to Real Madrid. Into almost for 3 days in the mano. Na se kutujua ni ma meno so one Rabani beko. Na one ne bani beko no ma compare Rabani cho.
Broken heart nya de papa.
Enye easy. General.
Be tour.
Adanya na 41 ni oko high live band 3 days.
Yeah.
Broken heart.
Yes.
Broken heart you be.
Ni na me se mebo.
I say
oko ho na obusa bu comfort wa na busa.
O ma kire me.
Busa de broken heart tie no.
O ma kire me. Anu ko ma kire me.
Ware for na broken heart no.
Oh no, o yiri ne man nyina to na the girl am broken heart. Na the birthday akwa high life band. Say the ya the other girl be say what does you jira na so. They say
Mr. Evansia. Wanga se bia choda.
Broken heart. Minkayo.
Minkai. Ba ba jauda.
I say me one answer down to me hope it's on
ba jauda.
Unko chiano.
Minkai.
Unkai. Unu ukai so one answer da.
Minkai so be jame.
Okay.
Minkai.
Ni na una ujai.
Me jabi da. Ibi so ayen tamatete.
But in the broken heart.
But me nim crofo a broken heart mo me different things. I don't finance. Ashton. Again in fan and the honey again a walking distance. To walk where you do feel and you mercy na car is your ass pack is your. To old pen and a car ni 2 years and again out that can say aquane benti uncle. To do hana chese can no shake and again the team. Hey, do obisa several questions. Afi can no ko tune ni na o chire mu chire akoda bi. Akoda 5 years. 5-year-old boy. And o chire nsem ni chire na akoda ne hwe nanim. The hokenyi papa ni ka chire akoda ni tiase. At that time.
No kian yesterday.
A 5-year-old boy no o chire chase.
I mean, Kramer could do with my friend.
The broken heart, the be
easy.
Or check a can now,
easy. They are for 2 big beer.
Down on the machine. aduane besi wa ontimi ibe we invest ye ma broken heart bubu om go dem easy bu onim so oni na sisa ware e ma ko na nipa no ne yere ne ma de ka besi o be fa na ko ni sike nyina wode ato aduane anu aduane ama bebe ye di onim so bu be wie su no akọ ware se wo yire o ma nkrofo na susu awura bedu
Professor.
Oh,
the professor at work. We did
one never is ever go.
But sir, area idea. So we authority.
Oh, broken heart.
It was all idea. It you.
Oh, broken heart authority.
Hey, Sir Franco Naro. Dodo will get you. Or say I'm going to do with Holland. Abba. Obia Budiwa. Obika so bia ko highlight man daddy one abobidi
so ni no
only no so that for no
why they not broken heart at you I think no chiche ni na so why you woman
eno kra na ihu no
na mkata no chiche ni na
o na sa ai ba ko cheche ba che ni ba no uza ni yiri no chire na wonya broken heart na ni ba no uza na yiri no chire na o te ka
simple yake obia kaine die ene easy yanto aso yinoko awa Muhammad hona wahwe Africa no kakra de amayen na fe yakwaba na yabehwe enra mediema ehye dreams 2-1 ene kuma se santi kotoko omo ene eye nations betai so the denden ewo the Kwame Sports Complex ewo Abrankese sanso ena vision omo so ene Gold Stars and so the bubble so din. Now, oya we say Maso Kunedu meti ti say was signed 2-year contract on the FA under 20. Enra
was signed contract with national team.
Yes, Sarah made it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. May ma confirm.
Okay, so that implies say national team coaches on more contract now.
Yeah, 20 under 20 2-year contract. Yes.
Wow.
Sarah made it.
Okay. Gold Stars.
Gold Stars, you know. Okay, Manarumra, na yenhwe the latest Gold Stars, you know. Doc, minima de Masokro do ni Gold Stars, I could say.
And then come 2 minutes.
About 2 minutes. Go the mean free FSA was a on a keto kriku any F na sign 2-year contract under 20. Yeah, satellite. Masoko never handle.
I know say he's in charge of satellite. Intina the other time
signed 2-year contract and Intina Mamishe Gold Stars you know. So with my year in addition to Gold Stars at Jumanoa, because from Pomanso under 17 no. Say manager here man handle Gold Stars. It Mamishe once I'll call under 20 no. With my handle Gold Stars Akawa. Okay. Our young Africa.
I was happy for les éléphants, because elephants of Côte d'Ivoire. I said you almost say almost maso mukudiagro 7-0 against Seychelles Island. Interestingly, different scorers. And Sergio, we talked about the Mauritius Stadium now, my boy, just 3 or 4 days ago. Sergio, so I had a stadium Seychelles host to Côte d'Ivoire. Wow. Almost similar.
Seychelles Island.
Yes, almost similar. Where you quote the or more capital.
What a pitch.
Oh, I had no instance. Only
pitch in here, come
on. I said 2 days ago, now maybe so. You see the in a stadium.
FIFA up in a more World Cup qualifier. No, it said the Omo Stadium behind the
Omonia, yeah,
and the quality is also.
Yes. The giant scoreboard no effective and the quality of the pitch and also said you and also very good for association football. Only the VIP session and the MS Fire has done a massive job and are winning by 7-0 no said you actually they are in for the last game against Kenya Mobabe Hosti and even the likes of Amad Diallo Munina were bench were on the bench where Simona Dingra Munina they came from the bench and I think Coach MS Fire is trying to put those guys, only Frankesi Munina ahead of the game against Kenya, no, because some of Omo Shede nye Bimbono Dudwana and a chassis. Because I know even a Willy Bolly and a captain, not even Frankesi, the main captain. The second goalkeeper, Alban Lafont and Omane die ahead of Yaya Fofana no the top goalkeeper. So Coach MS5 is also Seychelles and you share that big side beer. You need to fit all your strong side. So he decided to bench some of the guys ahead of the Kenyan header now Ebebasu in the last game. They've done a massive job. But say yo, per what Dr. Franco is talking about, you know. Seychelles is yo Cote d'Ivoire show almost 7 until ebani 8 points almost 7 goals na ebe konchen. And implications could be very dire for Ivory Coast in this situation. Per the release of CAF, Ediaba said they best settle the tiebreaker in terms of how we determine who wins the group. And Sergio, miss our question. Sergio, more can qualify no. Ube yi the points of our more last no hana. And Ekobana sa ebetimi atwe omo free qualification e de omo aba second position and third position. We know Emma Adenia confusing.
Tunisia, Algeria, Egypt.
What they can qualify? Yes, we're winning the games. Tunisia, we're sharing the games. Also young consider the same applies to Cote d'Ivoire, Tunisia. These two teams, they are yet to concede after 9 games in these qualifiers. Now, be our qualifier, we know because be a Obia Waweno. Esa say Eritrea kwa free no. Nti Obia Wawin na ye be tip points are OG free no. Sergio, I think said this will be unfair to the countries are. I was so happy also for Senegal, Sergio. And the Senegalese team also went on board 5-0 win against South Sudan. Away. Now, this win is very, very massive. Because the last game prior to this one was the game against DR Congo. And before that game, now both Senegal and DR Congo were neck to neck. DR Congo were having 16 points and Senegal were having 15 points before the game. But Senegal made sure say they went to the Lions Den Kinshasa. Even after conceding 2 goals, they came back strongly and won the game with 3-2 scoreline. So that leverage, Emma Mobeda on top of the group with 18 points. Yes, DR Congo win here, but Senegal also made sure say almost match on. Sadio Mane for some couple of games, no Nyanshe go Emma Senegalese team no, but Tenwa he came on board with a goal, and of course Nicolas Jackson also scored from the spot with Ismail Assar's brace. So Senegal enter into the last game against Mauritania. Per what Senegal have shown, Sergio, I also see them marching on into the World Cup 2026. Sergio, Omaya Depa. Let's see what happened in Rwanda. Amanfo bebre ehunu se na Benin team no eye fluke na because modern bomb dad Eddie this World Cup qualifiers no eye unreal because home games eye virtually home away from home bomb home games Benin either some be call for Ebuanyin and a different stadium but they've still been able to match on top teams like South Africa, like Nigeria. It will surprise to you. It will be a surprise to you, say, because Benin and LED that group, no. And after say Rwanda, omo player Kizimana, etimi make that mistake, no. The Beninois team made sure say omo capitalize on that. And around the 79th minute, and omo share the only goal of that game. Before the game, now Hugo Bruce Eka say South Africa or her omo be match on, and to no. Rwanda, ho Emma Benin and Koshamu. So Genetro and his team were determined to make a mark, to make a major statement. And that 1-0 now, Omakwa Konya against Rwanda in Kigali, no, a huge boost. Eba Ewo Honum, no. And I think, say, one of the things I bet me are properly Benin. Now their destiny is in their own hands. The last games against the Super Eagles of Nigeria at the Gospel Akpabio Stadium in Uyono, very, very key. Now, the Beninois Republic have their own destiny in their own hands. Mekai said, 2004, and at the late Sir Cecil Jones took with you. It me leading the Beninois Republic. And you are first AFCON in Tunisia. Sir Cecil Jones took with you, a legendary coach within Ghana circles, with the crowds of folk with the Black Stars, and the Beninois Republic. It me come first AFCON in Tunisia. 21 years later, they are just a game away from their first ever World Cup appearance. And it's happening under a coach, our coach in Nigeria. I'm cover the last game in Nigeria with the coach on the former side. For me, Sergio, the Beninois Republic have done a massive job. They are probably one of my best teams in this competition.
Okay.
Because what they've done in this qualifiers, they've done a massive job. And yeah, easy to be playing your home games. And yeah, within my move, but you are still being able to match on. Such a disappointing day for South Africa. All people were expecting, say, among South Africa beat me, I will win against Zimbabwe, but to bottle that one with a goalless draw, even around 60-something minutes, not Zimbabwe were man down. They had a red card. Even though, be pong the game, South Africans, so, omu defender Mbukazi, any red card. But it was a difficult situation for South Africa, baby, because to reach that level, top stage with Hugo Bruce, wonderful performance, omu match on to the World Cup since 2010, omu hosti, no, we are very close. Se unim se diene koba you mwako field an unqualified player say you ama omo points no yatiso. It's a difficult situation. And one Zimbabwean guy be a postie one or say we Zimbabweans we don't play to qualify, we play to disqualify.
My daughter can I know we as Zimbabweans, we don't play to qualify, we play to disqualify others. You someone take room. You know what these South Africans can do? Someone yes. Qualify. Zimbabwe for more South Africa. Come on,
yeah. Swahili need dominative from that stretch.
But surprising. So you fan say obi Togo grad so much wo. Wo da wo na wo.
Games here na wo.
Wana bo games you be bia, wo na yo be bia. Na any Togo bet my boy Ghana may qualify. Even though as sports pundit, you say there is a discussion. In the old Beshas, there was a street discussion. Yes. A whole year's a discussion. Yeah. Now what Timia call yes South Africa. I could Chiro Munyansa see Sabi.
Yiro Pampe.
Ye Muda. Ye Mamon call
Yanqua was
yeah, one of you yeah. Oh my idea. I say, oh my idea, Papa. Oh, Mama, football. Yes, Finching. Sana is a football game. But football and Tissa, football is dirty. Yes, very dirty.
So the Zimbabwean team who had the result of Munya Doc, who paid the quality of more, you'll be surprised. Because some of them are playing top teams who Marshall Munechi of Orlando Paris no court France. Now he's with Wolverhampton Wanderers. Marvelous Nakamba, former Aston Villa midfielder later on, or call one of the teams he Kakama Billiat, and also Wawa Kaiser Chiefs, Wawa Mamelodi Sundowns, Jordan Zemura, no Semenyon ewo Bournemouth, no free Bournemouth Echo Udinese. And the Zimbabwean team have some quality, but level of performance now, one of the teams.
I'm not table.
I'm not away.
This game, no more 4 points.
Yes.
Oh, this game, I'm gonna call 4 points. What you say?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, I'm on team. What considered the highest number of goals? -6
within the group.
Until dinner, Bob on Vazobe.
Let me have quality, no performance on more demand from. I think the quality, they should link also more performance a year above what we are seeing currently. And Zimbabwe and Nigeria. I know against around 93rd minutes. Nigeria were leading. Nigeria thought that was after saying Nigeria share Rwanda. Usime share 2 goals. Now Nigeria thought say, oh, this one no, and also another win. 93rd minute and Zimbabwe for no. And a 1-1. Unfortunately, Nigeria for hopes of qualifying at that point, but I think that they've done massively well.
And a similar thing happened though. Nearly,
Nigeria. Lesotho, yes.
Lesotho crowd because Zimbabwe, South Africa. Born in now Zimbabwe half.
Yes.
And can 9 minutes and almost just South Africa.
Yeah.
On 2 occasions.
Yes.
Football.
Yeah. They more born finching.
Interestingly, to say Congo so. Them say Ewan Bisaka Mabebwapa.
Yeah.
Bisaka Aziel Twanzembe.
Twanzembe, former Man U player.
Former Man U. Aaron Bissaka, former Man U. And then they have Muswa. On back for the MC Premier League. So no Sunderland.
Yeah, no Sunderland.
And no, no, Michena, you are no
yeah, we need to. Yeah, 1-0 now.
1-0, but I think they are more Congo.
Okay, Omone Senegal now. 2 players spend almost say ya wo mo Congo.
Congo for no.
Yes. 2 players. Omone Senegal show mo 3-2. 2 players spend ya wo mo Congo almost say. The rest of them say they were foreign based. Yeah, wo abruchiri.
Do ba kwa ba pa ho sima ba ko pepepe we weekend and activities ahodo e be koso na de edinkan akoso no na edwendwen ho be trans memenda na fi edwada e be bibie score lines ahodo no enso emu no ka Maxwell Kunadu asem ewa ha under 20 FA na me ka se nka ye nhwemu kakra man on goal stars yenim say wura hoso awia anisa but o say na kwakosi
Meriam na them Maxwell ne goal stars every
omo wie
ono mu ewie on paper.
Okay.
No credence so only U20 contract. But the code baby no na say offer uchusi back.
Okay.
And on himself so ne family so Accra. Into TT and Komona, it seems some influence from the family wants him to stay in Accra.
Okay.
So anyame was by the close of the day. But so could not be communicating officially. And the Ama Good Star say sorry, he can't make it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Into your Boko U20.
U20 or better U20.
I see. Ebasa ma enye nwanwa.
Yes.
But who busa say nko betimi afa 2 offense positions nyina head coach under 20 head coach Gold Stars. Gold Stars be pene so. Said o man pene from man so dey no so.
I think for under 20 he has a contract. And it's going to be difficult to combine the two.
No, not almost fan Gold Stars. So no one knows contract under 20.
Yeah.
The government and this position.
It looks like Gold Stars were okay.
Oh, sir. This time no we okay
with that arrangement.
Okay.
Who said from Paul Manson and said you su Manson some or catch ya. I say no one consider the 2 options. Who say a bad thing so be
Toronto there was pressure from Gold Stars. No one happy with him combining the two jobs.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, come from Pond, you know.
Aye.
Okay. But I'm only saying is for Manson cried they know you more Gold Stars that. And Sunday woman under 17 job. And he took it and worked for some time. Then later he has to drop the under 17. Macau had time and again say a Premier League coach of a team that is aspiring to win Premier League. I was based outside Accra. And you can see it. You say they decided any of the youth teams, man.
Okay.
And so be enemy no boom. For example, we a coach will be BNE. Now a U20 coach. Mu coach Pimpi or Mokampe or Pram. Look at the distance between Pram and all club. You will not get the best out of the player. And Timmy Huni say Gold Stars maybe Utien Komona terms and conditions, everything has been applied.
Okay.
But Maxwell, by the close of the day, I'm expecting the Gold Stars will be communicated to.
In the ever the Maxwell Kunadu ebe choose Gold Stars and I say under 20 our normal assign fresh contract 2 years. Yebere yentwe na on making a choice at the end of the day. Okay, when are you going to extend the Saturday show to 1 p.m. for us to have more sporting news? And if you sunya zongo una the way abre and if you know you man get ya ma dia chibwa sir you say on no Saturday pressure if you year hodo and engagement hodo nya sem ketu akra they do baby I won here so mo what I think our Muhammad is missing the point or missing the explanation of the point deduction rule. From Dr. Franco Naro's explanation, I think it only applies to the second place teams to determine who goes into the playoff.
Yes.
Those who place first have qualified.
Yes.
That's if I got Dr. Franco Naro right.
Yeah.
Kindly clarify. Yawa JD will fit Techiman and Abre.
Yawa JD okay, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yebo we are the first in our qualification.
Omoko.
Yebe determine second place team best 4 no and they apply that rule no
okay
nti yi first 4 ni na 9 omu nyina qualify ma wi ye be pe 4 best second place team. How do we determine it? Obi about 10 games, obi about 8 games. Obviously the about 10 games no potentially obetimanya more points nti said ye be ya peri obe argument no mo group na mo ye say some about 10 no ye be 2 matches a free. The 2 matches are a film no the home and away game you played with the last team in your group. So that rule is only applicable when we are determining the best 4 second place teams.
Another question. Ye last no. Ye ni points every second for no ko ana say omo amaka.
Second for no mo here says here.
Okay.
Ye we league table say na city and say na tie.
Okay.
CAF records so who the second now you 18 per the records of CAF in the World Cup qualification you had 18 but we want to determine the best 4 and the criteria you be just so they determine best 4 no your form one that second in okay now you are now group ni do or real no ya 2 points and win free no
okay
every and the titini nyina we are afraid the 9 teams no they will be at the aka no ni ahyehe. Yes, she no be points here, pa. The goals difference. But what I say,
okay. Sandy Salihu, above no wonder his form has consistently dipped. Why will Vinny Jr. have to engage in video sex? Boy, yeah. Good morning, Sandy Salihu, Ediaudi Abreye, and so no. Indeed, now I understand. Say, Aboybeka wana ufiruntumem. Lesotho made a protest against them, and CAF deducted 3 points from them. And now Zimbabwe have also held them to a goalless drawn game. Is this a payback of their father's sins? Xenophobic attacks. My mind. Treat your neighbors well, oh. Now unim da obehia omumwa. Fred, sinyai high tension anyway.
Fred Abel Street in this one.
Yes. Well, real street room, papa. Xenophobic attacks, you know. And yadi we triamoka. And now we Zimbabwe for now. I said, World Cup final.
Yes.
Any break.
Not have you this go
I'm red card.
Yes.
A minute to full time, South Africa soon red card there. But Zimbabwe, with 10 men.
Almost 30 something minutes. With 10 men down.
Fair play.
Your mama said, what is the BB woman team on the bubble?
Fair play.
We don't play to qualify. We play to disqualify
others. We are born in South Africa about 70%.
Okay. Wow. Kindly ask Achitria Hine and the best Mpamua Goodyear Hine reporter. If I get one of the tops he's wearing, if I can get one of the tops he's wearing, I'm a fan of your show and I never miss it whenever I have the opportunity. Abi Onassis in a way aba o patade afiri obi ho o hudi a de frɛ no atwetwe hene and the best Mpamu Agudie hene reporter Mpamu Agudie reporter also reporter there
Zeni pensia na Zeni pensia na
what's obodi
dem wa momidi
obodi na ro bi na be free Dr. Naro
message na kind of momidi
okay mami mra na me kind of I can't be na say that you free
yeah
yeah ma
o de
yeah
no kra ni say me matade no nya
okay okay all right enti na eno so I don't know ye be gina ha kakra bi na ye ba ye be hwe enra mediema ehye dreams eka mienu mo timu baako enne awie Kumasi Asante Kotoko any nations Dr. Kwame Chey Sports Complex ho enya samketu akra sanso na okay meba na yedi nkomo pi Abbas na to say
we had them because Raja for Dakar.
Oh, okay.
They will call.
And 2 games.
2 games.
Kotoko any nations. Nations ni Kotoko. and a vision and so any gold stars.
Kotokoden the board drag yepe.
Kotokoden our attention.
Board drag yepe.
Okay.
Because almost 7 you wait.
Okay.
Until the board drag.
Okay.
Now you know my dinner eat it.
Alright. Let me cover.
Cover.
Now you're heading down.
Cover.
MTN for see and country we have a message way Emma Obia from Germany where we announced our arrival to South Africa where the world felt our heartbeat. From Brazil to Qatar, we've carried the dream of a nation. Ghana, we are on the verge of doing it again. The Black Stars are this close to their 5th World Cup. And this time, we are not just showing up. We've battled relentlessly and we've proven that greatness lives in our DNA. Now, there is just one more to go. This Sunday, let's rise again. Ghana, let's fill the stands, the screens, and the streets with our voices. Let's show the world what unity looks like when 32 million hearts beat as one. Let's join hands one more time as we chase greatness. MTN special message on the Ghana for Nina. And so, I don't know, Nyame Adama, Sunday, 7 p.m. Accra Sports Stadium. Watching Ghana. Any Comoros, and yet game Kitwa Kra. All right, but I'm going to Benjamin Dental Clinic. Alberto,
Sergio,
that is saying,
Sergio Bacho,
Alberto, and I can for the man Benjamin.
Sir,
you need to walk.
All right, Sergio, Didi Kano, Yachiao from Benjamin Dental Clinic. I say,
super, papa.
And Benjamin Dental Clinic, a Koforidia branch, and so, Yachiamunina, CEO of Benjamin Dental Clinic, Mr. Eric Frempong ni team no eguso mo bo adwuma gidi pa enti say o hwe me from Koforidua ne environment na ye kan say Koforidua branch na free screening no ekoso anope ya 8 o'clock na ye hye adwuma di na say ye hye ase nra e de bepam anwumre 6 o'clock eneso so ya to aso ekopam anwumre 6 o'clock enti fa ho kohyem we ye as part of giving back to society corporate social responsibility periodically Benjamin Dental Clinic ye edema omanfo say brana yen check oral status no na ye hu problem bi e wo ho a ye be ye hu adwuma e de amount enti Koforidua branch enti baby bia wo hwe me free bia no fo ni kire Koforidua branch ye ne central police station no e na ebo ho pe e wo Koforidua market no echi pe na Benjamin Dental Clinic ye dwumadi a ye di no in fact aso amanfo ani sanse bibia efa ese ho bia no eno na oba Benjamin Dental Clinic ye na ye so a ye ni yie because ye were qualified doctors and nurses nti no matter said ye osene problem ni tie bia no oba Benjamin Dental Clinic ye betumi aboa na oseno afa ne ntoma pa e de fra ye examination and consultation service ho na ye ka examination and consultation service ene say ese oba na ye examine wanum na yehwe oseno ene wo gams no ndien na ekoso ewo ho obi ho ma make say ne se no problem a efamu no senka onya information ntemo a nka etumi eboa no but watena ho ama se no problem no ayekese na de bako a ya na ye kan say early detection no yehu ne ntemo a yehu problem no ntemo a yetumi eso ano ntem afeso so no cost no anase eka sese obo ho no aya na ommoka no kese te se de obetena ho ma problem no akodu a certain level na ba ne sa de a aya na how bebre nanso de ye kan say kakra bi ekura obia no oba Benjamin Dental Clinic ye beje na yama watua no enkakra sanse enipa bebre kura nim say enipa wonum eye dry anase intesio saliva ewo enum no emfaso ewo so all these things ni nyina no examination mu na odibehu say emfaso ewo so se wonum ebeye wet than se wonum ebeye dry because saliva gland na ewo otang na chi no eno na esese e produce enough saliva e de ba wonum na etumi ama one saliva no aflash bacteria ewo wonum because there are thousands of microorganisms ewo enipa enum bebre eninti bacteria no ewo eti wonum ho no saliva no e flashing out e de call uyam said ye be ya emma pampan emma wonum afi so no on say bacteria no release acid e de gu osene so enti say o brush anopa na anwumre okoda na wan brush a e den a this bacteria friend Streptococcus mutant no obeba be release lactic acid no e de gu osene so eti se o release acid no gu osene so a saliva no anantasuo no ene e dilute acid no said ye be ya entumi nya nsunsuaso e wo osene so na afi so no aflash debris ye ka debris anuane a wadi na aka osene osi achi no that sticky film no na aflashing out na eno so etumi aboa ena afi so obi ho no ma enam say oda eduro bi so underlying condition bi te say pressure and into certain medications be ema otumi enya dry mouth xerostomia etubo say okasa na nanum no na aye dry nti enam say tembia no this sulfur producing bacteria furniture ponema denticola no nti ama obie wano na okasa na scent pampan efri wanum ba in fact egu nipa ni mase obi so ho no ma make say too much sugar ana glucose e won system ni mu bebre na eno so ohun say efri yen DNA saliva no efri yen DNA no mu deoxyribonucleic acid no enum na efri a eba eniti say o saliva no glucose ana sugar e dominate na enyansunsuaso so o saliva no so ana intesio no so na aye sugary bacteria no so pe ade a ede nti eba ne sa no a ube se tembia no na o se no unya issues e wo ho se wamba for examination a sa nioma we mu nyina unhu because unhu a no wo say o say utimi how obesi manage yourself ane onua ne die mu ne o drinks mu Judgment Dental Clinic ene ye pese ne omafo eka kakrafa abrasion ho ana say cervical abrasion ye ka cervical abrasion a na ye ka say the wear of the tooth structure ana say enamel no at the gum line ene say ese no eye layers miensa but ese no e woni saketa etuatua mu e wo ojaw bones no mu eninti enamel na ye outer covering no eno no eye very hard a edin na etumi e breaki dompe anase ewi ade a edin nanso there are other sensitive layers we akire a eno de ensese eye exposed but sometimes no be who say too much brushing anase over brushing obi honoma or brush ya obetumi a brush more than 3 minutes 5 minutes ebi kra brush 10 minutes obi okra na otumi eti paste no or brush first no sa ti foforo no sa ko second round the more na oye over brushing no na enamel no outer covering no na ehi obi beka say na esen etumi hi yes esen etumi hi say akuma eye dade ye di twadua sekan ye do but with time no bo say na ehi sana esen no esitie eninti se ode brush na ode brush no bebre no ubo se na o cervical no ye kan o cervical na ba bia o gums no ene teeth no ehia no eho na ye ese no ne cervical na ne kon no enti obi won ma bo se o brush no bebre no na ekon no na astarte na etwitwa na etwitwa sa na bo se na ase na starte yi na gums no e pull back ene e friend say gum recession no na obi so ho no ma ne de ne too much hard bristled toothbrush se wako market na wako shop so koto toothbrush na odi abe brush ni si no ono pe de edin enti se woman no de emre kra o se on pe because of say entumi brush ni se no eyi emfama no and enti bo say odi hard brush no na odi etwi ni se no and it is the leading cause ema obi enya cervical abrasion because brush na no odi a emwa o ketekete anytime bia no bo se na o sentu hwe image na eda so na o se hwe ne cervical na enamel no nyina ehi amana tiasi dentin ni mo ma dentin no aba be ye exposed dentin no na ye the next layer na ewo enamel na chi no ensese nka eye exposed no but o you too much o spend too much time or brush no and I say o you toothbrush anu odin a ebema asie ni nyina na astarte na etwitwa na ebasa no a ede ensunsuaso bebre na ede ba another factor so ebema obi anya cervical abrasion so ye say obi honoma toothpaste na o use no because Ghana no nipa bebre ho a ye nko dentist nti emma onko dentist ho ema na hwe osenem fama ho na ye recommend the right toothpaste process o use sometimes we change toothpaste and mouthwash ehu be hia so be consult dentist because toothpaste ni bi ho no ma ne RDA no and I say ne abrasion no ne value ewo toothpaste ni mo no eye between 100 to 150 na ebasa no a na che say aba ne say agent no ano odin because abrasive na ewo toothpaste mu no can bota any say stubborn stains are aka wo sene so ache so obi a wanom cafe obi a wanom cigarette pen anase bia obi honom a meka say nuane bia wadididi a ada ne so no so acha bristles anase toothbrush no entumi enyi no so we use toothpaste abrasive ni wo ma ebe remove stubborn stains na ada wo sene so no afri so ne botaye no nanso say abrasive no so dose toothpaste ni mu a eno so etumi weaken o tooth structure no enti ete say edan a anase story building na ni pillars no aye weak eti obo okra otehwe anade bo ne senso kakra bi a na ese no abu afri ho because abrasive no ama ese no aye weak we mu nyina aye enema ede how ni sunsuanso ede bre wo sene because say ese ne koye sa obo say uhu say ese no so aye rough there's a roughage bi awo sene so because enamel na start na ehi editority wear out no enkakra na ebasa na etrapo enuane a wadi ni debris na ewo sene so na say nuane a yedi no etrapo a ebi chese aka wo sene so na ebasa no a emma kwan ma bacteria etumi didim no wa san enter through dentin no a eye the next layer no usually no enka either say obenya tooth fracture say esene emu be pai crack betumi abam ansa na bacteria nya kwan ewura crack ni mu akwa to dentin no anase ebia cavities say kaka say bacteria release lactic acid agu wosene so na fe astati ebubo emuntokru no ene betumi ama bacteria na ko richi dentin but we no this time round no we your poor oral habit nti wan kasa wo habit no enam say unim onso a onko hu dentist ema ye nkyerechero kwan a wo befa so a odi oral hygiene no befa so nti no anase practice say wo ye friend proper oral practice nti no wo ye oniema anyhow asa kofa nsunsuaso foforo e de abre wan kasa nti wo say no bacteria na tumi edidi dentin no the outer covering no akwa kodru enamel no it is oya brebre na etisi pop no mu dia na chese akofa how kese e de aba eba no sana enye feeling bia keke ne betumi aye se ewo enamel stage na ye betumi aye composite feeling na ye dia fele outer covering na ye ne se de etie pepepe it uba judgment dental clinic you different types of feeling aye you composite feeling and you betumi aye for enamel no stage no you GI feeling se problem no akwa kodru dentin na ye betumi aye GI filling as a glass animal cement filling no e the amount but say ekodru pop no dia a different procedure I say endodontist na eye na yeyi pop na asay no because bacteria na nya kwan akwa akodidi emu na akofa problem e de abrel e ba sa wan kasa no o confidence no e kofom ubie wa no na wo kasa because obi wo kasa bo say ne seno neck no ase de e ho na twa e pese ebu free ho no se unya cervical abrasion na edin say in case wo missing tooth you betumi replacing amount because types of replacement ni bi your friend no porcelain fused metal na say PFM bridge no you can say bridge the intini say ebi ana o pese o share permanent one no but you share ese no ba ko na etu no the one left and the right no e ho ne be support no e dey free but because of say o cervic no aye weak no entumi fa sa support na say it me hold do ese no emfa ma enti e be difficult amount say wonya cervical abrasion na o sekra no o pese wo share permanent one bia e be din e di amount enti ye discourage o man for say enyusu toothbrush ano odin emfa brush o sen na afeso so and spend too much time o sen ho and afeso o change toothpaste bomodia na ko hu dentist na ye recommend the right toothpaste emfa emma na wan kofa de abrasive no agent no adosu bebre na ankofa how amfa umbrella for gentleman dental clinic was 055 913 95 82 055 913 95 82 and 0549 906 588 0549 906 588 you will Kumase Bantama Abepo Junction Total Filling Station or Oko Koforidia a honor and free screening no koso ya shas here from anopa 8 o'clock come and 6 o'clock yo inti ko na yanyamo yani Central Police Station no and the bon pay Oko Techiman a Market Magazine Road no so a honor yo yani AY Ahmed and opposite Nungwa yawo secondary school no yɛne no na ɛbɔ ho pɛ NDC party office no direct opposite ɛne ɛwɔ dɔme kwabenya atomic down roundabout no so udu tamale tushigu ɛhɔ so yɛwɔ hɔ ɛna afei so no udru aflawo ɛno so yɛne eco bank no ɛna ɛwɔ the same building from sesia na yɛntwetwe nkɔmɔ question bia pɛ sɛ obisa bia mekyia me ankasa me yɔnko giza a ɔwɔ shopping mall no Shoprite opposite ɔtonton perfume so hɔ kyia pa.
All right, I bet you better sipa Gentleman Dental Clinic. Amane kama pa enode abre en momfre na amane omo eni enkomo esin ohwe yemfa enia gro kra. E bobo so ekodumienu pe na ye peja yemu edurumre a ese ye hwe league matches no kakra weekendi na fi ye the Black Stars. Any Comoros na me eyaduma kwasiada e wa Accra Sports Stadium ye de eno so ewie na fi ye bie lines no ma mosumoba na mobechechere madwen komse dumienu ebebo. Kwaku, please can your crew see some similarities of in these matches Ghana, Comoros and Nations Kumasi Asante Kotoko. What similarities? You know what they didn't carry about Nations FC should know that Kumasi Asante Kotoko is winning this year's league and they can't stop us. Abbas can do whatever. Abbas can do whatever he wants. Kumasi Asante Kotoko is capable of eliminating WAC, and it will happen live. San Francisco Grace Light Educational Complex, Ahimako Kobin News Site, and Eddie Message Way, and so Ebre Yang. Me call Elmina George Unadi Way Ebae. So in fact, I truly love your Saturday shows than the rest of the days. My reason is that I enjoy your pundits flow smoothly, unlike the other weekdays when there are so many breaks and adverts. Oh, Samu, George, Elmina, George, na advert ya for my ben ya betra be yejume. And one edit ka edi maintain her, edi bibia o ha bia, the board din, including nipa wa ha. Ye board din. Ya fa no am familiar with the sports na na ye and sorry kwa. How can that be possible? GCB, why you crying? Because we advert kakra. GCB, your bank for life. GCB, your bank for life. High sense, everyday prices for everyday people. MTN, everywhere you go. Me low. Energy to go further. Toyota Company Limited. Ghana drives Toyota Starlet. Pepsodent Herbal, Pepsodent Charcoal. DSTV, your home of entertainment. Jabin Rural Bank, the best rural bank 2023, Chamber of Commerce. That is Abasubodi at the Jabin Rural Bank. Balm of Gilead Clinic. Ejaba Jewelry. Herbasol Company Limited. Pimsan Company Limited. Gentleman Dental Clinic. Jackson Herbal. Kojak Pharma. Patrick Natural Herbal Clinic. Otria Herbal. A Divine Hope Herbal Center and a Otria Herbal Powder and so aba ejaso. Easy waterproof paint. Also no more leakages. Charistic Ventures. Piwak on a 3P garlic mixture and so aba. Kingdom Herbal Center. Omnakofa a Kingdom garlic capsules. Kingdom ginseng power capsules. Kingdom cold bitters. Kingdom tremendous capsules. Kingdom or say no challenger. Frana smart solutions and so eka ho den and yede agudemu nsem ebro sanso na Bayport savings and loans omdima kutin ye papa Bayport savings and loans or say your future now. The luckiest ubeje sikenin 10 Tonchi Herbal capsules Tonchi kanwe prostate any omema yo be gina speedy and any Tonchi Herbal capsule baby wo bia the diani Tonchi Herbal capsules. Ghana Herb so edimu akotin ye papa na de dwumadie we any other sponsors na ma ye de agudemu nsam no ebro omo eboy papa kan ho nafa ho ebedom sa kuei na unu ho da se Kessben Sports also obeka ho obeka kua omo eso yasen no eho. All right. Yɛbɛhwɛ ɛyɛ matches no emu nso kakrabas. Maminwie na mene unwie. Na fi yɛbɛhwɛ matches no emu. Na fi yɛnkɔ Black Stars nso kakra. Midiema omo ya ade o.
Mo ya ade pa.
Coach Ibrahim Tanko. So far.
That is a boy now. I'm friend Black Stars. I'm say Claudia Don boy.
Oh, okay.
Mediama boy. Mediama boy now. Don't call last time.
Okay.
Ashtown boy.
Oh, okay. I see.
Where you player once
I see.
I
see. Just Ibrahim Tanko, 5 matches, 12 points on a Lady Park Nina. Tanko. 5 matches no ball. 12 solid points. 12 out of 15 maximum points. And that's some Ketua Kra.
Only one game.
Yes.
And we also to Karela.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you know how many my last season? And we decided said this year. This year league no more budget.
Mediama.
Yes. Last year no more. And unti obekaya. Na ye discussions about players teams are kesi being called. And I'm a board Derek for Judy. Me boy after the program. And no more microphone be tested. Me catch them say there's no way Omo beton because Omo decided said this year league they want to win it and they want to play in Africa. And said Joe, unim say in recent times teams na decided say Omo Africa na Omo peso Omo ko bi said Joe apart from Nations FC Omo nyina get closer. Samates ababeji league no. Mediama beji league no. Gold Stars ababeji. So Kotoko and has to beware. Because ye league na kaneno nanke Kotoko has as good. And then later Adriana Stars buy Adriana Pompis into their team. But you already almost na it's different from last season. The Adriana Stars in terms of performance. But social media almost show consistency within the setup and the kind of results of Munya Ubia. Why is serious or person or the Ghana Premier League? Show game against Nations FC. Said you almost share in the Nations better. They came back no almost have a shit 2-1. And the almost performance no so any and almost said they want to win the Premier League. And the other teams in the also more money down because they do the performance I made my dad they didn't do. So one to me and stop omo dia. Omo kwa so we are only hoping say omo konya a poor second half.
Yeah.
But what they've shown and you know omo koye preseason wo Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah.
I want koye preseason. It showed the seriousness of omo dia shame. Am I ready say omo beji Premier League. It's early days yet. But Sergio Mediama is a team to beat.
Mediama perform Heart of Lions perform. Heart of Hoop next 8 points. Also about 4 games. And the Kotoko and so it also 7 points about 3 games. And then Vision ever train a year Gold Stars. Who's how much and saying Gold Stars so far. Beginning Gold Stars 9th, 6 points about 3 matches.
Do you know Gold Stars last game Omo boy was against All Blacks. Against Kotoko. Who's Omo winning 1-0. All Blacks and Omo be losing to Kotoko. Losing to Kotoko in Kumasi is very normal and losing to Kotoko in recent times on match even at home. Omo intimate Kotoko. The last 2 games Omo Kotoko abono. Omo intimate Kotoko. Again the last season Omo and Kotoko Omo by 2 goals to 0. So and if you look at the performance of Kotoko na clear say Kotoko beat me are winning against Gold Stars at home. But Gold Stars against team your friend a Vision. You know, na Ghana Premier League no say one thing very important by a venue. Baby a bobo ni very very important. Na all teams in the team kwa we kunya results. So what your teams in Ketu na performance in this na at home or much less say the chunk of the points no mo betimi anya within the season no omunya more points at home. Even the big clubs na how many of them the team kwa away e kwa winning games e ho. Inti a game whoever plays on the ground so no with an advantage. Reaching FC last season, Oman started but in the second half they played very very well. But so here goes Stars. I said, yo, Omo those players now last season, Omo di Omo koye na few ones na babeka ho. Kotoko shewa doesn't mean you have a bad team and over 3 matches. Now lose back now we need the Ghana Premier League. It's just Omo de bon was. Into a game I said, yo, me hope say team are your friend Gold Stars a bit team at least a point from this particular game.
All right, I feel you measure the big game. Kumasi Asante Kotoko Nations FC and Nations FC Kumasi Asante Kotoko and area. Sergio, my broken heart coincided with Baby Jet's penalty, and I cried my heart out that night. I gave my food to Abel Adunyantechi. He and the others thought it was because of the penalty, but deep within me, I knew it was broken heart. I could score from the center, but it got to a time that even inside the penalty box, my shot couldn't get to the goalkeeper. Weak shots. Myself and I played cards till 2 a.m. And the last one coincided with Asempa presenter's death, Kaba. I shed tears, and when asked, I mentioned Kaba's name. Sergio, my breath pain. But thank God, I'll marry my baby mama soon. From Assistant Superintendent of Immigration, Harrison, inside Georgia. On the way, Abre. Ubiako 7 no Kano. ASI Harrison, Georgia. And the same way, Abre. No creator do said Okano a footballer. Of a box with me box shots from all angles. Unya broken heart and a box no mukrano. Keep on the nine channel. Say Boko na.
That's all pass.
Then in some break as a modern penalty, no, any Kaba.
Susan Raho, penalty na.
It's not booking hard. Be the area. Oh, kuse. Enya the papa cry. All right. Young in the game now. Just be a be at the FEMA. But I'm informed. Say, Maso Kunodu. What Chusu under 20 no?
Yeah.
He's no more coming to Gold Stars.
Yeah, I said it.
Now also Obe take a decision.
No after. Obe inform me on.
Okay. But we'll take a decision.
Found out there was not official like he has not communicated officially to Gold Stars. Tinana make catch by the close of the day. No, I can't tell. The decision is taken.
Okay.
But not communication in Enko.
Okay. This is in under 20 no. Na Masokno do Ebeko handle. Gold Stars is on Bepe coach for. Joe, the similarities. I was in Ghana. Ghana has not beaten Comoros recently, and Kotoko haven't beaten Nations in a league match before. Fireworks. So okay, Ghana and Comoros, and Kotoko Nations. Okay.
Gerard, Kotoko Nations. You are right by saying that is the biggest game.
Sure.
This is Nations' third season in the Ghana's Premier League. As a transfer on Kotoko, Edika 2 seasons that are. Their first ever game occurred Ewa Brankesi. The game ended in 2-2. Enomoba Babayara, Ebesha Asante Kotoko 1-0. Then the last season, Nations Eba Babayara Beshe Kotoko 2-0. Enomusa She Kotoko 2-0. Ewo Dr. Chase Sports Complex. What it means, and it's 4 times 2 teams next year Ewo Ghana Premier League, Nations are winning 3 and about quiet draw. Once again, out of a year, some 12 points available, Asante Kotoko has only picked 1 in the Nations. Etumiafa Emu 10. 7 goals scored by Nations, Kotoko 2. Inti Nations in Sada, Asante Kotoko so. Eba Eye Ghana Premier League na. Who call by omo current form, Mudiko into this game. Asante Kotoko form no Eye saying Nations there no. After just 3 games, Kotoko has won 2 and then drawn 1. The draw against Heart of Lions and then the win over Chelsea and BBN Gold Stars. And Asante Kotoko 2 wins. Nations say omo ebo draw against Samates ewa and omo ko lose to Mediema. And there's pressure on the technical team to deliver. It's going to be a tough game. A Nations team no sunye team asisa bebre say Berima Bamone so 1 or 2 players a free mu so follow Kotoko form or di komwa now we Nations form na obeka say whilst Kotoko form na rise no Nations dey form, but traditionally this is a match a Nations game. I looked at it as a game a draw a potential scoreline, maybe a 1-1 draw between Nations and Asante Kotoko.
Okay. Who is Andy?
You know,
a bad draw?
Most likely, but me want to say Kotoko can make amends this time.
Okay.
General Nations team not several narrow kind, and differ so much from last season. You know, Kofor is there, Simpson is there, Ofa Kwame Boachi, the left back is there, Ofa Prince Badu, a midfield, Danso Ewoho from the left, Ofa Emmanuel Ano from the right, Ofa Fiza Choete is there. All those guys, you know, Ebo last season for moment, they are still integral. Team of Friend Nations FC again. They are be pushing nation. I'm on my hero. I'm said you, and yet just the rivalry almost created between them and Kotoko, and yet just the fans, but the performance and the pressure I will coach Kasi Mingle so said you. 2 games no mabu home no. Almost all blast 2-1, and almost draw against Amates, and almost lose to Mediama. Into pressure and Kasa almost so, and imagine Kasi Mingle, SN Lucy. A game view at also mediama fireworks. So much pressure. You expect meetings baby. And on the bed the motivation from the Nations FC side the amo metimi ayro na ometimi performing. Kotoko they are just on form. And said oh yeah, this team gradually break records I will be expecting say ometimi break. And to beat Kotoko this time was even play Albert Amwa out, play Peter Amiduaka out, you are good to go. Inti enoni adwuma ubetimi aye for playing Albert Amwa out especially so we did the lines now. So Simpson now Okofua ubetimi dia play out. But how do you stop Peter Amiduaka and how do you break the line of Abro and then Samba O'Neil in defense? Inti enonu adwuma no more difficult for Nations FC. But once again, omo say playing at home, omo good record against Kotoko. And they have extra motivation on the room in this particular game. And on my game, at least Nations to at what point in this game. Apart from that, Kotoko look favorite.
Okay, yenye matches hii kakra na fi yemehwe Black Stars. Na mene abas eni nkomo kakra na fi yenya de ka no manfo enso mram na mo match madwen. Final whistle dwumadi me da bia de brabo free non kron be kopim se ye dumienu bebo. Live DSTV channel 364 na fimo amoshe live Go TV no so no unsa ebe kan yen sanso enan kran ne potemu na Go TV de ne channel 121 akra ne potemu na Kessben 92.9 sanso na Kessben TV plus eho enso unsa ebe kan yen yame yaduma otina matches ohodi Young Apostles ebe twen eye Basake Holy Stars fie Karela enso eni Brekum Chelsea and the advertise Adriana Stars and so Bechem United. What a game! FC Samatex and 11 Wonders. Ho United and so between Swedru All Blacks and Ho na fear Drada Heart of Folk and so the Heart of Lions and so the Ataiso. All right, the games.
Yeah, General. Samatex versus 11 Wonders. Samatex is one of the teams that are yet to lose in the league.
Well, sir, I'd be very grateful if you could play the way the Nigerian pundits discussed the Gold Stars Asante Kotoko game to Abbas. Okay, crucial Raul. If you just say that, you say, Page say ready. I mean, tears are coming now. Of course, all Nigeria. All right.
General, after 4 matches, 4 teams in the Nincho league. All other teams have tasted defeat, and these 4 teams are Heart of Oak, Heart of Lions, Asante Kotoko, and then Samatex. Samatex are the draw masters of our league. In fact, they drew all their first 3 matches. And then last week, Omutimichi Adriana Stars 1-0. Who has Samatex team? I think that defensively they don't have problem. Problem the act of goal scoring. Goals who share Edding and the Samatex. Who share 4 games they have scored just 2 goals in 4 games, and that is not good enough for Samatex. They would have to improve in goal scoring. Defensively, they don't have problem because the team bought 4 matches no concede one. As the trainer say, Edding say, "Oh, the ball better not trim." They are going to come face to face with 11 Wonders. 11 Wonders say free Division 1 the buy. Ownership of the club has changed, but so far in 4 matches, they are yet to win a game. They've only picked a point. And traveling all the way to Samurai Boy from Accra, I think 11 Wonders a best struggle. The issue will be how many goals. but I think 3 points, Ebeka Samurai Boy. Adriana Stars versus Bechem United. General, Adriana, we all know traditionally, a very good home performance. And playing at home to an off-color Bechem side. Bechem is not doing so well. The whole season, Bechem ain't winning a single game. 4 games played, 1-2, drew 2. Just 2 points from 4 games. That is not good enough for a Bechem, a team of 8 caliber. Adriana they announce either a win or lose. Obesho and now Obeshano hardly say Adriana draw. Yes, they went far away to the north and they could lose it to Karela and then also lost to Samurai Boy. These were long distances, and we know Adriana traditionally and very good travelers. But when it comes to a home game, it's going to be Adriana. I think Adriana will be favorite over Bechem United, especially Omobono or Siadio Ajimanbedu Stadium. General, I think matches, has of all game Monday.
You better discuss
Monday. Sure, time. Now, you're more medium and so abaso. Omama intentions are so clear. Say they are in for competition.
Okay.
They got just one score line when they went to Karela. Karela and so gradually home ground so now maybe a hot away teams. After that loss, Coach Ibrahim Tanko and then the charges winning all their matches. 4 wins in 5 games on top of the league, pending other teams. Bebono, I think they are also doing well.
All right, Crucial Raul, my auntie, the opposite butcher bass and Cacrave, Navi Metro Black Stars, Cacrave, I mean, I can have for Emre Metro one day. And then Ghana crowd, them say any interest for African leagues, no more. But who run Nigeria? I'm a pandit and no interest, pa, our African leagues, especially Ghana. Until we can crave in us.
The Vianney Gold Stars visited Ashanti Koto. They collected 2 goals.
Describe that he has been lacking in terms of performance.
They collected 2 goals from Ashanti. We don't do
won against Madagascar. We went to Chad and we came home against Mali and
not at all. Not even. It always happens.
Abbas, a minute or 2 be prepared.
Yeah, can I say
my NTMC?
Maybe I should have seen this person to play.
Because out of 4 matches, and so I really move 2 or 3. I win because you're quite away and lose. You draw 2. So, back home, back away, sir. Immediately say, yeah, compare media, my dear, no moon quaches, and your bonnet my Monday we are, and you're shaping a bobby. The league in India will be and she'll be a movie and Kakamua, also will be
okay.
The Bompire said, Kotokodiani Munkam and Yamantimikazi, and then Kotokodiani Munkam, you pen draw, and you draw, then you my Now, ye corners in here, say, Yatis Yaziki Vesa for so as I Diakoto committee, Sadiako.
Only him for
only a play your boss of Fuku, apart from it. It's almost 50,000 be. Almost also try, must actually a court display committee. No, we never three.
Oh, we never three.
About so I will play or 4 seasons.
That's all me.
There be not sent this will be answered.
There be said, was it your kids? And this can ask you where we walk. There be a 4 seasons.
But team will go 4
seasons. And you now would table Pia.
I know Moons Yakoto for you.
Says
say player no moto aramoto
ya. You had the Lake Magasanti Ashton got 4 or the Kotoko. The Lake Magasanti me ko bi ko gina bi ma.
Ka Kotoko now.
Eza Kotoko no. Kotoko na crowd center no kwaji na nye dada no no kwaji. Am kwaji ka center. Da bi
ya mun tuai.
Abi ensia omo. Ensia omo.
Ya wa
ensia omo da. Ye brand so e betu ya wonya munya botre. Ki visa fo nya.
Brand na so apa ho.
E mo munya botre. O munya botre.
O form player no yes a be mo de.
Enye de ba nye pe. E bre mu odin na ato yen. E bre mu odin na ato yen to munya botre.
na me adoma bibia be yi ama ne matima akoso yi because e ka bie ni ho a ye we se ntua do mi wie no na me ko sunyan se de me kan sunyan fo no so bi omo fa show ni agro show omo fa ni because sunyan zongo since Tuesday Wednesday Thursday na mo zongo ho boys me ka say omo so bie mu omutie na de me ya say me ko shia amini bi so je ne ye fe Razak o ye physical structure we kotokoni ye fe Razak na so Razak na e de na ko kotokoni se de usi pe masem na ye kotokoni e be de na fo ya yi
tunya na mvuwe kotokoni
emi ne bi Razak ya da mvuwe no pe me na we kotokoni physical structure we o sunya baras o be tiase se wo ye kotokoni na pe masem se de be na da mvuwe na yi enti Razak mi chawa no pe yi ano pe mi ka se show anko ba bia de
ya no support has
on support has na ka Razak so tiase kotokoni no be wo
Razak mwa no
o mwa se se
do kotoko
omo kotoko se se
yeah
o je so bahas na mi hwe se de ne ma besi aye abi o se da mi kwa na mi mra has na mi Razak bahas nye yi enti e chawo mu do kresu nyazo ngo die mi se da ko chini ho yiye pa je se ba bi TV si bia ni pasa de ni pa ya de osa yi
okay
ana fi mo se mi ko mu fiche on ye wo bi o kana ka boys no ko mais bi o mu pamade je se la no su ti o bia ba ko kra de wo se mi kan je di se me ba andi mami 20 Ghana bi na me famre no
oh sa
o se andi na mami na me famre no na se na ba na sa de no
okay
na sa de no na mami bi na fa ko ba no mi jibi wa andi famre no eti de na mi ni ade de ba no
ka se Ghana ba
de ka o ka te beji da me tu sre na o poso e na ka o beka
20 cities and division
20 cities
20 cities
200
was it 20 cities or they talk credit o se ano head phone so
okay
o se ano head phone so on tiado
data
data
okay we have a number
me the number man was
send the biama
send man ha
na me the man di
de ma o post na
enye comment
Muzo bakaza andi wodi dama.
Oh jebe jo wonse de na omo se ne ba no. Omo ni ba kwande ba no matena se. Matena se. Wonse ye ni enyim ba bo ase. So ba kan last 20 we share 2 nil. Ye lodu ase na nkofo bi lodu opampa so. Ye lodu ase no. Na nkofo bi lodu opampa so. Omo ko bo ase. Obo ase. Ah ye du nkofo nye twi no obo ka onye Nigeria fo. Go for hifoni afenyi babo first go oti ase da yedi mo nya eh you know go for the to ase da nyami ye ko we ya flasco mo ne amzabo e de je shade emu ezara mo tie ye ko bisa so ba haye o ma haye o mo
so mo ne work
yesu no work na bi ba second go no kra ba room ni mo to ye aba mu awie o nyame bo she no second go no ba no onya mbo shara ba mo wie enti yenso
ye da se
kramai ka fida da mu kramai wo da asam da na eka
okay
what does he enti yenso ye be ka o mu bi anjo nya botre
all right the besia just a minute Black Stars Dandy lana
I'm expecting
I'm going to tactics selection ne ha big Comoros
and I know 5 on the buy no what obi ehunu bo no unzo obi ejai ka obi ejai
yeah
no sana ye was semonyo yo kudus ye wo all these players party Jordan unti ye kokoshia Madagascar omu players na ansa ama 5 6 din no team na hu se ne level nya ne size no ti se de Cote d'Ivoire fo no mu hia no magya akwa mu hia no magya akwa no mu de wato bobra mo hu se enya o size ne omo enya obi ahu bobia Comoros your last 2 games said you are ankoyi
okay
ometimi ase this is the right time to redeem our image
okay
but in a 3 and 4 solid
simple
and no one no general
right. Tomorrow's match is beyond qualifying. Time to teach Comoros penny penny. All right. The Kingsley the every program no and maybe lines no na musomo de abem ana na one line be pen con
with the celebrations and Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Yeah, kodenya miasi na ya de agiani.
Okay.
Na Comoros omo ya so branch na omo na de omo koye ekobo afore ye.
All right.
Nti obi anko na yenko di ehu yi.
Okay.
Yenko giani. Ma menchia Turkeys of Turkeys car dealers.
All right. They could be maybe lines.
Yeah, we are expecting a win against Comoros.
All right.
Convincing one, say you.
Okay.
Convincing one. Then said the doke di kankano. Last 3 games any omabo. Say you much emi nu.
I see.
Yes, the last 2 games ning na mache.
Confesso mu ye bugi side. Mu kwase mo.
Let's stop wo mo na me yaduma ochina e wo Accra Sports Stadium. 0551599933 0551444933 me fa be 3-4 calls na fi yem fa dwumede no emra wiye. Hello. I mean come first caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yes sir, good morning.
Good morning, Sejo. Adams Obwase.
Was okay, Adams Mitiopa.
The American face is here in Lebanon. I'm more head. Yenya, you didn't pay 2001 team in Lebanon. I say, home for Saba. Stadium on some of the check it, you know, every stadium on mobile now. Your partner, I come up. And a place now mobile. I'm not leaving the higher the power and no more.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Pai Chiabuasi for and so enyina. Eba chonhwan na eba na fi ono so de ne ye abre yen. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Sergio.
Yes, I'm chonhwan na be.
Me dey be Shadrack. Me had me friends there me ne wakaseni.
Nice. O ka se free.
Me wo Adabraka Sisia.
Abraka Accra.
Tafo.
Adabraka. Okay.
Sergio, Miss Remu, Abia na managing home say mobile picky player bi manka especially Ghana player bi na mo chere how o born ball on mo jije na o di ball o yese no in fact mo yese na Ghana league ni yede say mo fa goalkeeper sorry and am fa ebia abetamo anamo jije na ho chere na style of play how we move ni ade manage our sports internet now say money card in my but abetamo
that's pa yati it be room krankra and so the mamo why na ebe hello
sir Joe authentic no for na football for there
emi adom na unso e o kasa free
Roman father the man tell them we just ma be people Roman le free quarter the
kunsu okay
everything over that ana le academy Japan na do be am jam let's report for supporting I'm jamming na ne you for moto and the matter no and you win maybe my baby you do na meta but you end to be and you win na protocol no ma be come ka se bi kire no mo nya wo djuma yi pa holiday ya me pa and you win
ye beda se pa hwe ho yi e wo kunsuo mfa ho nyi galamsi bia mu e ho. Happy blessed birthday to Apostle Dixon Boache. Apostle multi-credit savings and loans branch manager ewo tano so ebe wish Apostle Dixon Boache happy birthday. Yirisi ye pa so ho ye pa hwe ho so ye pa why na nyakopon onhira eye u age fufure sanso na osai kusi Elias Osei Kusi Elias, our Dwabi Rural Bank PLC, and then you also birthday. You wish you happy birthday. And I mean, unshira also AG, na the way biano, or my bibia, and you come up and fire him out.
Jena, Clinton so we say Holaswell Donko, CEO of Holaswell Graphics, or we say no happy birthday. Nyanko Ponchano. Na onye kese.
Okay, akase mabako pepepe na dumienu abo ID news no and so betwa moso. Ye the live commentary beba e de afa matches e beba so weekend nyina. Nations FC omo any vision match e beba so sanso na Kumasi Asante Kotoko ene Nations den vision ne Gold Stars match no na Nations ni Kumasi Asante Kotoko nyame yadma ochina Accra Sports Stadium, Comoros, Omo ene Ghana match ni nyina no the live commentary bebremo. Ma wonu mafidi mfa mfiri akwa. Eda masipa. Na minshira me basane mo atrasibio. Akramo.
Pause.